Welcome back, everyone, to the Lala Land Court. My name is Lady Lily, your court entertainer, and today is Wednesday, so D&D time. So today I am a DM. Once again, I am not being held here again. I don't have the desktop audio on, but I heard that. Hello. Like, I promise I'm not being held here against my will. There is no chains. I can move freely about the world. I do have a life. I promise she does not work me like a slave. But anyways, we're on another adventure, so here we go. All right, guys. So I think we're good with introductions. I think we know who we are, unless you guys want to do a quick one. Are you solid?
I mean, if we're this far into it,
Yeah, at this point.
hopefully, unless you're just joining, in which case, three of us have Z names, our tieflings, and our pains in the asses. We have one cleric with an ambiguous past who seems to be well intentioned, but who the fuck knows? And I think our next thing is that we have to steal some hair. Did I cover all the bases?
You did, in fact, cover all the bases. Yes, the party.
For something that was only supposed to be one episode, by the way.
Well,
yeah, this was a
here we
one
are.
shot. Well, we're having fun. We get along well.
What, I don't get to say my mouthful of a name? What a surprise.
Just Zach for today. Well,
That's fair. Zachy.
Zachy. All right, so yes, I think last time we did the festival episode where the party got to relax after a very kind of rough out at sea island adventure. But now it is the next day. Everybody has had lots to drink. Some have had more than just drink. So it is time to wait for breakfast and hope that the eggs do something for that hangover, absorb some of that alcohol. But I do have a map because I'm getting better at this, and I just launched it. Whoever can share it for me, please. That'd be most appreciated. Hopefully everything is on. Please tell me everything's on because I'm starting to have a panic attack. Okay, everything's on. Alright, so Charles or someone, could someone please share the map? I don't care who.
I got it up. I put it in a different tab, so it should stay up. Let's see.
Yay.
Gina, look, the locals.
Yeah. Last time I didn't have anybody in there, so I was like, oh, I have time. I'll put people in there. I had some time. All right.
Oh, I love Zarabi hanging out with Purling Tie.
Well, yeah, they were part of the crew that stole the boat. So I had asked everyone what happened on their thing or what they wanted to happen. Charles has been apprised to what happened with him. I heard somebody wreck the boat. I did work that in. I was like, I already had you like in the corner. Like in the, never mind. And Zeffer and Zach had gone to the room after a kind of uncomfortable, kind of sad interaction with Eris. But here's hoping that the night went better once they got to the room and chilled.
And that was pretty much it. We were too bummed to do anything else, I think. I think we just hung out and ate grilled cheese, and then that was it.
We had gathered some fried foods, snacks, and other sorts of stuff, and just went up to the room and just hung out.
Okay.
Nothing special or further beyond that.
So just so
Got
that
some rest.
so for Zendryil, they did end up going and stealing the boat. They got onto the little seashell boats that would drive around, and unfortunately crashed one directly into said boat they stole. So they barely managed to bring it back to the harbor, where they were very quickly detained by the guards, who then let them go for no reason. They're like, you know what, just leave. Just leave, just leave. Which they all stumbled over back to the Twilight Tavern, and everyone spent the night in the same room. Zen, Kai, Pearl, Zarabi, and Imogen all spent the night in the same room. That's why they're all together here at the morning breakfast table. And Syon will let us all know what he did when he shows up. Take it away. You guys.
Well, Zen's head's just on the table.
Okay, we need an order of huevos rancheros for this one.
But wasn't Shadows coming up?
Zechli has likely already woken up way ahead of everything else since he got some decent sleep. Anything that was in his system has burned through it already. And so he's basically taken time, gotten some breakfast for himself and Zeffer already, and is now just kind of like eyeballing everyone else who's come in and just being like, what'd I tell you? You gotta drink water.
Look,
But at this point, he is kind of maneuvering his way back and forth, making sure that any food that would be necessary for them is getting delivered. Uh, a good, decent breakfast in order to soak up any lingering toxins that are still in their system. So how's the third Kraken go down? By the way, Zenny.
it would have been fine, but Pearl said she knew how to drive one of those clam shells. But drive, yes. Land, not so much.
Oof. I mean, you guys don't look too injured. Did you just wound
We're
your
fine.
pride?
You should see the boat.
Oh,
Well,
did
you
you
really
wreck the
can't
boat?
because you don't like water. And it's
I
kind of
don't.
underwater now. I think they call it a submarine now.
We're mermaids. It'll be fine. Everyone stop yelling.
It's really amusing to me they don't have LATVs here.
What? You just said a string of words I don't understand.
So sorry. Literally all-terrain vehicles.
Ah,
Like a horse? That's an all-terrain vehicle, right?
I don't think horses go underwater.
Yeah, you would think that until you gallop a horse into the water and it drowns.
They have
Oh, now I'm
seahorses,
sad.
right?
Even worse when the horse takes you underwater and you're the one who drowns.
Oh, I know
Gotta
those.
watch out for those.
Kelpies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we have vehicles that can go through literally all terrains. So it's very disturbing to watch new people to our world just get burrowed underground and start screaming their heads off. It's a great time.
Your world must be like. What does it even look like? Do you have trees?
We have trees. We, here and there we have parks and stuff, and we have very, very pretty looking spaces for outworlders to come to. But beyond that, it's a matter of perspective.
Zen, we haven't heard much about the world you came from.
I'm not sure how much I can divulge.
I was talking to Zendryil over here.
Oh.
Right now, everything is just black and gray. And water.
Huh.
Mm.
So a noir setting.
No, that's just what I'm seeing now.
Oh.
I'm
Well, I got
seeing
something
red
for that.
though.
Wait, which NPC was that?
That was Pearl.
Imogen?
That was
Oh,
Pearl.
Pearl.
Imogen is literally like holding onto the water and just staring into it.
I float a bucket over to between those ladies.
So you sure they're not gonna come back later and be pissed that that Pearl wrecked the boat?
Why is it only on me? And Mom will
Because
be fine with
you
it.
crashed into
I crashed
us.
my mother's boat. I'll be fine.
How many people know you had the boat?
Well, the guard did see us leave.
Oh, see, there's a witness.
They also stopped us. Kai just
lean
looks
over
over at everybody. We just have to get our story straight, and we will not lose our allowance.
How often do bandits attack in these waters? Or how often is the wildlife dangerous? You could always say you were just running from something.
They look and contemplate. If they didn't police the water so well, we would probably get away with that. It's fine. She's not gonna do anything.
What if we say it was one of those? I can't remember the guy's name that captured us. Maybe it was a rogue agent of theirs, and they were coming to get us. Yes, it was Shelby. He's come back for us.
She might believe that.
Okay. Anybody ask? Asshole Shelby the pirate was after us.
I'm gonna look around and just see how much of the bar heard that entire plan.
Seki puts a hand on Zeffer's shoulder, just pats it a couple times, like this is never going to fly. Okay, so what's the plan for today, folks? I have all but forgotten whatever we agreed or did agree to.
I think that the next thing I have on my plate is I have to get some of that hair to send back to the island where that kid's gonna die.
Oh, right, the young man. Yeah. We can see if we
Hey,
can get some of that.
I don't remember having this box. What's in this box?
Don't open that.
Imogen,
Zeffer just slaps Zephyr and Imogen both slap a hand on top just to be like, no.
don't
What
open
what
the box.
What con save do I have to make for touching the box and slapping my hand onto it?
It's probably gonna be an intelligence.
Oh, I'm fucked. Hang on.
Imogen's hand would have
been.
been over yours, so she's all right. But
Probably already a Tesla effect going on around it.
That's an 11.
okay, so you do get zapped, and you see something. Like if it's behind your eyes, it's fuzzy. It's so fast, and it hurts once you see it. Like if something hits you right in the corner of your eye, and all you see
What is the vision?
a mass of like black descending on a landmass. It's so fast. You see this massive black, thick, maybe ashy cloud. It's fuzzy, but you see it descending upon a landmass.
So I'm gonna ask.
Yeah, the box is bad. Into the world bad. Now I remember.
So Zeph just shoots her hand back up. She's had a vision like this, but it's the opposite. She's seen a great light destroying everything before, so this one's new. I'm just
back in the bag for you.
real quick. Just like that wasn't you, right? No. Why would it be me? Because you're also darkness. I don't. No, that's not me. Okay. I guess we'll file that one away for later. Ugh. Yeah. No, I'm sure it's fine.
Imogen looks at you. It's best if nobody touches the box other than Zendryil, since she's the one the box accepted. So nobody.
And Cindy has already promised not to open it around me.
I did?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
I will hold you to
Maybe
that.
Why are you shaking it?
It's like, do you all have? I don't know. Like one day a year, we all like wrap up stuff and put it under like a tree, and like sometimes you cheat and you shake it. As long as I don't open it, right? I can shake it, right?
Not a theory that I would like to test right now. Maybe when I throw you out in the middle of the ocean, you can test it, but not right now.
Okay.
Does it have to be at the breakfast table? You could just put it in your bag, right? I don't know. Having something that obviously special out in the open in a tavern. Who knows?
Ooh, are you scared of the box? And she like.
No, I'm scared of someone taking it away from you. Just because it accepted you doesn't mean it can't change hands.
But we'll know who takes it when everything blows up. We'll know where it's at.
I'm not into collateral damage. I don't know if you've noticed that or not, Zenny.
As you guys are having this discussion back and forth, Zion arrives through the front door, not from upstairs.
I'm just saying, if you open it around me, it's going to be far worse than you can imagine. Oh, hey, Syon.
You're all no fun. And she just tucks it back in.
How did your nights go last night? You guys having fun?
We had a nice, relaxing evening in our room reading a book.
I'm not obligated to answer that.
Oh, that's very weird. I guess all these guards out there were a bunch of liars. That's good to hear.
Can't trust them.
So what were you up to all night, Syon?
I was just hanging out with Dummery. We're just
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about non-business things.
Ooh.
But yeah, I mean, I just actually dropped her off a while ago. Said she was gonna.
Ooh.
She said she was gonna check on the boat first, but I told her that I just rest and the boat's gonna be there, right?
Let me check my chronolometer to see how long a while ago is in this world.
What boat was she gonna go look for? Because she might be looking
Well,
for a while.
it's her boat. The one, you know.
I don't know anything about a boat. I was reading a book. I
Is
was
the book
not
on boats?
opening the box.
Wrestling with another Kraken.
Yep.
Hopefully, it wasn't anything crazy like that Shelby guy stealing it or something. You know, that'd be just a shame.
Well, he is a pirate.
'Cause he
Pirates
did,
steal boats all
and
the
he
time.
did get away.
If he did come back around here, I would have wanted to have been the first to know so I can murder that man. For real this time.
Like, can he die now? Now that he's separate
wait.
from the island?
You all got mad at me opening a box, and you're talking about murdering somebody out loud.
Is this the type of world where murder is less likely?
Oh.
You-
Well, Zen.
You see Kai get up. Murder is likely just as it is in any other realm. We just actually punish them when they do it. Does that make sense?
Ooh.
Well, then I'll have to be forced to admit that I haven't murdered anyone in this world yet.
Murder for a just cause is defined by the way the law. How does it work again? Mom explained this to us like 30 times.
Well,
What if the guy's an asshole?
Then is it a trial? We have to do trials for people or something. It used to be just the judge or the rule or the nobleman of the time or of the location would tell you whether you're guilty or not guilty, but now you have to go through a trial. It's a very long process.
Hand on the side of the mouth, but trial by murder is so much faster.
listen, all I know is laws are threats put in by the dominant socioeconomical.
It's the promise. It's the promise of violence. It's the promise of violence.
So violence that is enacted, and police are basically an occupying army.
It's true.
That bacon, eat the bacon. It will help you sober up.
Zarabi grabs a handful of bacon. Did you guys try the white lotuses that they have here? Because they are not like the ones
the hardest
I knew.
I went is the midget's gummy.
This had a gummy in it. I'm going to.
I'm leery about any kind of flowers to eat here in general.
Why? That was Zarabi.
Our little last adventure had a whole deal about eating flowers. Don't worry about it, Zarabi.
Oh, that's right. You guys went somewhere without me.
Yeah.
At this moment, Pearl and Kai are like, look, we want to stay for breakfast, but I think we're probably going to have to go because if he already dropped off Dalmary, then we're going to have to leave soon. Because we have to go do something. Well, I'm actually excited about this, but so later, Kai and Pearl give you guys
take some pocket bacon. You might get
nauseous.
nauseous when you hit the fresh air.
Kai is eating one bacon, takes another, puts it in his pocket. Bacon. Zarabi comes and joins you guys at your table. She sits like next to Imogen.
Well, I was kind of hoping to get to know you a little bit better, Zarabi. You kind of disappeared with the mermaids last night.
Well, they're a lot of fun. Like, a lot of fun.
They do seem like a lot of fun.
Yeah. Imogen gets up. I have to go. I have to report to the captain since we are already switching ships. So.
Good luck.
Later.
Maybe you'll have better luck on this one than our last ship.
Hopefully.
And I hope you guys figure out what went on with the crates. If you see Hart, tell him I'm sorry I couldn't get to the bottom of it. But I'm pretty sure since our leads went nowhere, I know Eris didn't take it. It was probably the pirates.
Yep, probably the pirates.
Imogen
With a lack of evidence, we can't really point fingers anyways.
Imogen nods. That's what the captain thinks, the pirates, so I'm gonna believe her. All right. bye guys. We'll be at the docks before we leave if you guys want to say goodbye. And she leaves.
Zeph leans back.
That is easily one of the worst crews ever.
I don't think it's that bad.
Sorry. Well, the crew that was on the Domari's ship was pretty much non-existent since the ship kind of ran on magic. So I didn't really have to deal with the crew. I'm kind of bummed I don't get to go with them anymore.
Well, we've got another gig. Do you want to come with us on this one?
What do you guys have to do?
I gotta steal
some
hair
hair.
from Lady Lily. Although
Yeah.
I'm planning on just asking first.
Lady Lily?
We gotta play barber, and I don't do well with physical implements.
She's one of like the administrators here. Apparently, like we need some of her hair to send back to someone on the island so that they don't die.
The queen's assistant lady?
Yeah.
Oh, that's where Delmarie's going. They're
Ooh.
They got okay. Look, I only heard some of it because it was like through some weird crystal, and it like popped up looked like a projection. It was really weird, but there's some
They
of
look
some.
towards the rest of you like she's new to hollow projectors.
It's like so. Apparently, there's some kind of charity event going on, and that's it's being put on by the queen. It was called a. Zach, those things. I don't know if you might know about it. The something to do with like clothing, like showing off.
Gala?
Fashion show?
A
That
fashion
one.
show?
That one, yes.
Oh, I've done that before.
Actually, she starts patting herself, and I will put this in the chat for you guys.
Oh no, do I have to work with my hotness?
Oh no, what a shame. You have to wear fancy clothes and look hot.
Yeah, I guess the Cordelia, Asha, Kai, and Pearl are gonna be models because only the nobles' children are gonna model. But the thing is that all the designers are like lower class designers supposedly, like they're poorer people, but they have their own boutiques and their own like shops, and they want to elevate them. So they're gonna have like this, like the rich kids model their clothes. I don't know how it works.
That like you see Zeph bristle at the whole like, but the pores are doing the grunt work sort of thing. Like she's just like,
Well, it's more like they're trying to elevate them. They want to move up. They want to sell to these people, so they want to give them the chance. And then all the funds go to some charity.
Is this anyone's first time with a fashion show?
Not me. I did one to help benefit and claim hold. But that was adventurer fashion. It wasn't like fashion.
Well,
I look towards Syon and Zendryil.
No, I mean we've been hired before to for security for some of them off in the islands and whatnot. Plus, I heard this year's after the disaster. Well, no, it wasn't a disaster. The certain winter gala that is this gonna be her first showing as his fiance? So that sounds quite fun. That just noble.
So,
What do you call
the
it?
the
Like brain
last
rot,
event-
royal brain rot kind of thing.
I don't know why
the
you're
last
asking
event
us. We
ended
literally have no
badly?
idea.
So something bad happened at the last one they had?
Yeah, somebody opened a portal and the Prince of the Onyx Lands showed up. But then this very majestic bard guy just whooped his ass. No, that was the brother to the other one. I'm missing up his story. So he beat up some noble guy who was talking shit about somebody's honor. They did all this fancy footwork with some music.
So
And
A
then
lot of context that none of
Yeah,
us
that-
are there for.
yeah, no, it's just here from rumors, so it might not be all correct. And then
Doesn't
after
sound like a fashion
a
show.
prince
it
showed up,
sounds like a
but he
tavern brawl.
also got his ass kicked. No, it was like a winter ball. It wasn't a fashion show. It was like a debutante kind of thing. Do you guys have those?
So someone got their
But
ass
yeah.
kicked to a beat, but this wasn't a fashion. This was a fashion show. What?
No, it was just a like a
So-
debutante kind of.
So this fancy dancing man kicked some dark stone guy's face in, and like completely getting all of it wrong. I just go,
Well,
oh, right. So, Robbie, this is your first time with dealing with a fashion show, if I'm not mistaken, because you're so new to, like, the civilization as a whole sort of thing. Well, the one that we come from.
Yeah, this
so a fight broke out with a whole bunch of rich people in ball gowns.
Okay, so
sounds like a fun
I'm
ball.
guessing our move is we can either go in as staff or we can go in as attendees. How hard is it to get a ticket to this thing?
That's a fair question.
I mean, and we could probably ask Del Marie. They are going. And
I know somebody that's really in good with Don Marie, and he looks at Syon.
Who is this Don Marie you're talking about?
Well, I mean, weren't you hanging out with her kids all night?
I'm gonna make you a seashell you can't refuse.
There was an incident when we were reading the book, and Don Marie may not be the most happy with me asking for something.
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. Her kids wrecked the boat. But I was reading the book at the time.
Zenny,
You were in the boat
you're
with
with
us.
ZRT. Aside from one of us who hasn't been here for a lot of the stuff we've been on, you can be honest with us.
I didn't wreck the boat. They wrecked the boat. I just happened to be on the boat that got wrecked.
Okay.
Now how
Yeah,
we
that's
acquired said boat is debatable.
Oh,
Okay.
we
But,
distracted
us
the
outlaws will
guard.
just have to stick
Y'all
together.
snuck in, took the boat. That's how we got the boat.
Well,
We borrowed. We
you
didn't
could
take.
have.
We sort of brought it back.
Well,
It's
okay.
under the pier.
If you want to explain how you were on the boat to begin with, you could always say that you forgot something and you wanted to go back to look for it, and the guards just happened to be
It was
looking
a
the other
nice
way.
boat. I wanted to inspect it.
Yeah, you didn't plan on being there for long, and then oops, before you knew it, you were casting off, and you were like, well I guess I'm here until they bring it back, and then one thing led to another, and then a crash.
Yada yada yada. The boat.
Yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. The best part.
So Robbie just kind of pulls something out of her pocket and is playing with this, like, I'll just let you all do the talking. She likes me anyway. And she's playing with the little gold seashell.
Wait. She likes you?
Yeah, more than she will like you, probably.
Why don't
I noticed
you
the
go
gold
get a ticket?
seashell. What's that?
It's a gift.
Neat. Does it do anything, or is it just
Robbie?
pretty?
She turns it
Zara,
over.
are we sure that's a gift?
She turns it over, and a little image pops up, and it's of the night before of her, like, her, Kai, and Pearl dancing at the rave. And then she's like, Kai calls it a memory shell.
That's actually really sweet.
They're pretty.
Okay.
It just holds that one photo.
It's like a moving image.
It holds that one little GIF.
Yeah, because he pulled it from his memory. It's like he held it, and we underwater held it and pulled it from his memory, and I get to see it.
Zach leans away from Zara and just goes, we have very similar things back where we come from, but it can hold, like, way more than that. I mean, novelty and souvenirs and everything like that, but,
Well, but it. Zeph connects. Don't be mean about it, okay? It's special.
I'm just saying, it's nice to see her show interest in some things.
She seems to really like it here. So, back to the plan, all right? Because a kid's life is on the line. Let's redirect. There's a party. We got to get in somehow. Now, I've gotten into some parties just by walking in like I'm supposed to be there. So maybe
We
if we
kind of
just...
did that to get into the castle in the first place.
Exactly. Security doesn't seem super tough here. So, how about we spend some of these large amount of money we just acquired, get some nice outfits, and just kind of walk in.
Well, from where we are, it is, I think, like a 3-day travel. Or, no, walking, it's a 5-day travel. If we take the boat that she was talking about, because she said it's going to take her 2 to 3 days to get there on boat. They're going by the river. So it's up to you guys if we want to walk it.
Another boat?
I'm sorry, girl. I heard the whole thing about you not liking boats. But at least it's a small river Well, like there'll be land
That's
to
true.
see. Like if you look out, you can look at the trees or something.
What's fashion like here? Because I actually might have something that works. I had to go to a masquerade called Falls Balls, and we had a dress for that.
That was not false balls. Excuse you.
What do you mean?
Are you talking about masquerade? Sorry. Yeah. That was...
Yeah. No, I know what I'm talking about. It's my lore, Zachy. You settle down. All right.
I'm just gonna go be over here.
You know, I was gonna say.
Character from Outworld knowledge.
So, because I have like this red ball gown type dress I could wear, but if it's a different type of fashion event, like what is fashion like here? I've kind of seen extremes. I've seen the work clothes, I've seen ball gowns. Like, I wonder what the vibe is. Like, should we go by a shop and just see what the vibe is?
Well, I don't know if you remember, but we're at like a portish area. I don't mean to sound rude about it, but a lot of people here just kind of seem like they're dressed for the beach, so I can't really discern. And then last night, it was like scantily clad, kind of looking everywhere, but with pretty colors. So I think color is the theme. So if you have something bright, I think that'll work. And from what I gather, it's all very self-expression-y. So if you like whatever you want, if you like something that's like older style, it seems to be the theme that you can do that.
All right, so acquire some sort of way to get there, either by boat, by walking, by cart. Check maybe here or maybe at the destination for something to wear, and then just walk in like we're supposed to be there and hope for the best. We can still also do the thing where some of us are disguised as staff so we can get into areas that a regular guest wouldn't be able to get into. Anybody can jump in with other parts of the plan at any point.
No, yeah, I was gonna say that. Plus, whatever you have from where you're from, I think will be really original. So that might help you get in, if anything. Plus, we've gotten a whole bunch of gold lately. We can always just become patrons for it and get in that way. Yeah. And then for the first part, to getting in, we could always say we need to talk to the queen, which I kind of need to mention some near her. So it was that easy way in, and then we can just
what do you gotta talk
sneak
to
off
the
and
queen
leave.
about?
Ooh.
Ooh, what? Not everything's gonna be related to Del Rey.
No, I'm actually interested.
Uh-huh. Well, which part would I have to?
But about
Well,
like, what are you
Del
gonna
Rey.
talk to the queen about?
Well, the thing that happened, especially with all the missing offerings, was what we came talking about.
Yeah.
That's the pirate.
And
seeing as the captain is unwilling to establish justice, that you may want to mention that, yeah.
And this is the Shelby part, and then for sure the thing I was talking about, Marie, when she went to go talk to one of the old ones, where she says that the whole shifting and undoing the storm kind of stirred something, so there's always that to be brought up. And then Xana, you said no flowers? Nothing with flowers you trust anymore? Because I did have a potion from an off-world adventurer that she had made with Baba. I'm terrible with fucking names. But I'd offer you one, but saying that you like no flowers.
No. I saw what the flowers did to all those people on that island. I'm not eating any flowers.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't
Definitely
help
not
how they
any
look different.
primrose, but
Yeah, for some of us, it's a texture thing.
Well,
what plant?
They give me heartburn.
I'll just hand one to Zeffer and Zach.
I give it back. No.
I'll take it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
What he hands you is a crystal-like petal that is multidimensional in color.
I'm sorry, but this is actually a little taboo for me. No, I can't eat that. Zara's probably not going to eat it either, unless she's really raring to go for it.
Give it.
Yeah.
Is this a like take now thing, or is this like save for a special? Like, what does it do?
We're about to find out, I bet.
Well, before I just did that. It's like emergencies, kind of.
What does it do, though?
So,
We're about
Zara,
to find
babe,
out.
how you feeling?
Honestly, and you just hear kind of like everything looks clear, not drug clear, but like if I haven't had a single piece of any kind of intoxicating substance in the last 3 years, kind of clear.
So not
So
like
it's a
clear. You can
hangover
see
clear?
through my hand clear
No,
to see
not clear.
what's
No, no.
behind my.
I feel
Not that clear. Okay.
Oh God, I feel amazing. I feel like I could take a whole load of shots right now. I feel awesome.
Okay, so this is definitely some sort of healing thing, because your hangover was rough, and you seem fine now.
She gets up and does a backflip. I'm good. That thing's awesome. I'm a little wired now.
Does she do those a lot?
She practically cannot stop but try everything new possible. So yeah.
Yeah,
I like her.
we call them long rest in the bottle, but yeah, that'll do it.
It took us a while to wean her off the death sticks. I'm just saying.
I have a tendency to get exhaustion, so I'll pop this in my bag for later.
So like, if somebody came up and offered her special powers, if she signed her soul, would she probably do it?
Don't fucking dare try, please. She's already
No,
in
no,
enough
I'm not-
contractual shit circuses back home.
She
You
is
know,
right now. She's
you don't
binge
actually-
stretching.
You don't actually have to sign anything for that to happen. Sometimes you just pick up the wrong item. And she'll just kind of like take the fan she always has on her wrist and just kind of tuck it away.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Is there any other
For most
conversations?
folks.
Is there any conversations that you guys would like to have before we move you over to actually? What are you guys gonna do? Do we want to cart, walking, or are we gonna take the boat?
So, Syon, can we use your clout just to get into this place because you need to go talk to the queen, or do we need to rely on someone else's word?
No, I mean we should be good. I don't think.
All right.
I don't think what sign said you need an invite only, is it? Yeah.
Hold on. Let me recheck this.
Yeah, we could follow the kiss method.
It just says proceeds. I'm not sure what exactly they mean by proceeds, but hey, here we go.
So I would prefer cart mostly. I've had enough of water to last a lifetime at this point, but I will go with what everybody else thinks. The boat is probably faster.
I vote boat. She's literally like
That's
playing with her
one
shell,
for
but
boat.
she's playing with her shell.
Is this across the water?
It's river boat. Above game, it's a river boat kind of thing.
Like Louisiana riverboat sort of thing.
Something like
Yeah.
that, yeah. Just the actual map that I would have for you guys, it's the same boat. They just made it smaller.
Well, I think I know how the votes are going to shake up. Syon, I believe you're the deciding vote.
What's the difference between the two options of time wise?
Boat's faster, but cart
Boat's
I'd be more comfortable. But
How
I
many
understand.
How many days until the actual ball thing, the fashion show?
So let's say let's say you guys are sitting on a Sunday. This is Sunday. Oh, sorry, over Sunday morning. The show is on a Friday.
So we have damn near a week.
So you could take the full 5 days and then have very little time to prep. 4 days, still very little time to prep. Or you guys could take the boat, which will leave you with 2 to 3 days to prep.
Yeah, taking the card is fine. I don't like being on boats much anymore. It can be kind of moody.
Card it is then.
Also, it would be cool to see more of like the country itself outside of just the coastal area.
True, actually.
I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to come back here when I leave, so.
Alright, if you guys give me 2 seconds. I need to look at something.
One Mississippi. Sorry.
No, you're good. If you guys can continue to RP real fast for a bit.
Yep.
No offense to the folks who didn't put their votes in. I knew probably how it was going to go. Zenny would likely go for boat, like Zara did. I would have stuck with cart in order to make sure Zeffer felt okay. So that's why he did the deciding vote to sign up right away.
Zeffer didn't vote because she was like, everybody knows I don't want to get on the boat, but I will be fine getting on the boat if that's what everybody else wants. The cart could be fun. Plus, maybe we'll be able to hear some more word on the street from people who actually live in like the more rural areas about how they feel about, the royalty situation and how the government is feeling and stuff. Not that I have enough time to start a revolution, but
Or how they feel that the poors are doing all the work and then the other ones are just wearing it.
Yep.
Honestly, sometimes it is best to know how the bumpkins are doing out there, just to touch base. See who's the most important in the pyramid.
If I'm here, I'd rather not leave it any worse than I came in.
Wonder where the rest of the crew from the boat are. Do you think
Probably at
they're
the boat.
out at...
I was wondering if I could run into Hart before we depart. But
You're a poet and you didn't know it.
I often am.
Did she not mention she was going to be there in case we wanted to say goodbye, or was that someone else? It's a lot of
was
conversations happening.
Imogen said that she'd be at the dock in case certain someone wants to say goodbye before we head out.
Well, do you want to say goodbye? Ooh, what's that thing you're doing?
Actually, Zen, didn't you say you were going to go back to Calypso when this is all over? Run a resort? Is that still the plan, or?
Possibly, but maybe if, like, she fixes everything, she'll come here? Like, is she stuck on the island? Can she leave the island?
We didn't really ask a whole lot of questions, did we?
Then if she fixes everything, does she have to go away? Like,
These are all questions for people who
Have the
probably want
answers?
those answers.
well, we're gonna have to go back eventually to get the hair, unless somebody will.
Well, to get the hair to him. I thought the original plan is
Well.
you were going to go back, so we were going to give the hair to you, and you were going to go back.
Okay.
But if you're not going back, then I'm sure we can give it to like the mermaids or something, and they can get it over there.
Okay, so above table, there are two ways that this can go, and it's really up to you guys at this point because I had 3 plans. This was not one of them, and I'm trying to work with you guys. So I'm going to do this. I can just fast forward your travel, and I'm cutting out 2 encounters to do that. So this will quicken the arc, but that means there will be no actual. I will have no real combat for you guys, if that makes sense.
Oh, did you need us to take the boat?
I didn't, and it was 2 to 3 different options, and none of them were the cart. So that's the thing. But you guys said cart. We're going with cart, and I want
We broke it.
Yeah, sorry.
Well,
you
if
got
all
you.
3 options
It
are
was gonna
boats,
happen.
then
It was
there's one
gonna.
option.
No, there was both. There was walking, and there was finding someone to teleport you. But that would also require the teleporting one required like a different. It was a whole mess to get there. But
Well, I didn't know
Isn't-
teleport.
Isn't
was
the
a-
cart technically walking though?
It technically
Not
is.
really.
It's
Not
just with
really.
these-
It's the horses that are walking instead of us.
I have my.
Well, I
reasons,
mean,
but-
there's always the chance we can't find a
No,
cart,
we are
and then we
taking
can walk.
the cart. I just want
A tree could fall down, and we have to move the tree, so we're walking to move the tree.
I'll be fair with you. I probably also was going to suggest we try to find someone who can teleport us anyways.
So I can fast forward the cart travel, which will be 4 days, leaving you with only the 1.5 day to really prep for it.
Okay.
If you guys want to take the walk slower, I can incorporate a camp for you and all, but there'll be no maps for this because I don't have any. And while you're doing this, I have to come up with something on the fly, which I'm totally cool with.
No,
I just wanna-
here's the thing. DM to DM, we can still camp using the cart.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because the person, so you just treat it like walking, except we're going a little faster. So you can use everything you prep for the walk, just transfer it to the cart.
Yeah.
You don't have to make up new shit if you don't want to. But that's up to you.
I will figure it out. So
Okay.
So
We gotta
we'll
stretch
just-
every once in a while.
No, that's
Yeah.
no, I'm fine. I'm just saying that's where my brain is right now, and it was eventually gonna happen.
Right.
I was just waiting for it to happen. Put this back. Okay, so the cart would have required you guys to find a cart. Are you guys gonna want a driver, or are you paying, or just taking the car and driving it yourselves?
Anybody good at driving a cart? I have
Plus,
some
also, we don't-
experience.
Plus, also, only one of us knows the lay of the land, so it'd probably be best to have someone else drive.
That's true. So we don't get lost.
Yeah, I mean, we could always hire somebody, especially right now with the festival and people leaving. I'm pretty sure there's more than enough.
Taxi.
Go around.
Anyways.
Because, I mean, they
Come
did
back.
come here, so they have to go back. Plus, that way we can keep an eye out in case we run into anything. That way we don't have to worry about complete stop, you know what I mean? Like, somebody can focus on the driving and we deal with it. Otherwise, it might mess up our time.
Okay. So let's just say this. You guys leave the Twilight
Wait,
Tavern.
before we leave this town, there's something I want to do. So, if you were gonna say something before we leave the town.
Yes, I was just gonna have you guys move, but yeah, whatever you want to do.
So, like, I guess as we're hiring somebody and ordering a car, it's like, I gotta run by the dock real quick. So, I run and
Okay.
try to find Imogen. Is she there?
You find her on the dock, watching as Hart's getting everything loaded up, and she's just kind of looking at her charts.
I do the wolf whistle towards her. I can't whistle, so I can't actually do it.
She looks up. Yes,
Come here.
up. And she looks
we
over.
didn't- Look, we didn't have a lot of time to talk.
Mhm.
And you didn't really get a chance to explain what you may or may not have done.
You see her touch.
Don't get yourself it.
As you're talking, you see her touch her crystal that she wears around her neck. She's like, mm-hmm.
Look, I just don't want you to get in any kind of trouble or get in over your head.
I am not in any trouble.
You obviously.
And I'm not in over my head. I know exactly what I'm doing.
I say that a lot, and I usually say that when I'm over my head
Well, you
and
asked.
things are looking bleak. I know. Look, you probably have your reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you tell me or not, today or tomorrow or whenever.
You want to
Just-
know my reasons, Zendryil?
Only if you want to tell me.
It's
I don't want
actually-
you to keep burdens to yourself.
Uh.
Sometimes it's good to place burdens on other people, even though it may not be a burden.
Money. No grandiose, no villainy, just money.
It's what makes the world go round.
Sorry to disappoint if you were expecting something else. And if
You'll
you
make a
tell- and
fine pirate.
Isn't that the point? Experience.
See, because there's some of us that are flashy about it, but sometimes the sneaky ones are the better ones.
Yes. So keep this to yourself. No one heard us talking. They think that you're still hitting on me. The fun thing
What's
about
this
going on missions
think?
is you get to take things and magical items as long as you keep your mouth shut.
I like you.
So I gathered. It was
She
really
just
fun
kinda-
hanging out with you, Zendryil.
No. Hey, don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything I would do.
I will do something stupid, I just won't get caught.
Hello, motherfucker.
You.
Dia.
Shit. Hi, Carly. Yes.
DM, I would like to telepathically connect with Hart, seeing as I'm in the area.
Go for it.
First things first.
Oh no. Oh no, no, no.
It's a little bit of a issue. Did that crystal on Imogen do anything, by the way, that she tapped or something along those lines?
It creates a bubble that isn't basically puts her. 1 second. 1 second.
I think something's happening on the live.
I love you. I will kick you off my stream if you keep interrupting my game. All right? Love you. All right.
Hello.
Anyway, as I was trying to say,
Yeah, go ahead.
you asked what the crystal did. The crystal put up like a bubble
Yes.
image, like it basically covered them, hid what they were saying, and an image of a different conversation popped up. Like they just heard Zendryil hitting on Imogen. They wouldn't have heard, and no, your magic wouldn't have heard it either. This would have stopped your your telepathy. So you
Right,
guys
I wasn't
didn't hear her.
telepathically... Cool, I wasn't telepathically connected to Zenny.
Oh,
but
okay. I thought you
seeing
said you were
that little bit of
I thought you were
magic-
telepathically connecting with her.
No, I was just right next to her and heard all of that, with a natural 20 on a stealth check for a 35.
You would have to have been in the bubble.
Yeah, I probably would have gotten that close.
Were you using like invisibility?
Yes.
That would have been a tight bubble. Like I'm trying to see it, and it really was like just them. But
Okay.
I can put it that you heard some of it, like you heard half of the fake conversation and half of the real conversation.
Right. I don't need all the information.
You would have just
I
heard
don't...
like bits
It's
like
not like
money.
I have much to use, anyways.
You would just
but-
money and piracy stuff. Like him saying she'd make a good pirate. Her saying she'd make a good pirate.
Well, at the very least, this is not anything that truly concerns me, anyways. But I do connect to hearts.
All right. Oh, that's what you're trying to connect with.
Heart.
That's what you're trying
Yeah.
Sorry, my
But
bad.
it's one of those. It's like, I see. But I do connect to heart. Seeing as I would have to be able to see the creature in order to do so.
Mm-hmm. He's like helping, like going over with his checklist for the inventory.
Hopefully, I've connected with Heart Wonderstone. Is this the gentleman that I'm looking for?
There's creatures in me head. Voices.
Don't.
I finally got
Please
mad.
don't worry about it. Heart, you can respond to this message with your thoughts alone. This is Zachimandias. We were on the boat together earlier.
He replies in his head, Zach?
Yeah. Hey, so I heard you folks were taken out of here and probably getting on a whole new venture, everything else along those lines. I just wanted to wish you luck, is all.
Oh, well,
And
thank you.
With that, I would like to offer some advice as well.
I'll take any advice.
I would like to
can
wish
get.
you luck on future endeavors. And I would like to advise you to seek out a new crew. The reason I say this is because it's a little straining to see someone waste their talents on a crew that does not deserve it.
Well,
You're a very talented man. You're a very responsible man, and you're a very honorable sort of guy. The others on your crew don't seem to have the same mindset nor track of legitimacy that you do.
well, I thank you for your candor, but I wish I could take your advice, but I am quite comfortable with my crew. I've never had too many issues, but I will keep an eye. Oh my god, guys, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Oh man, what
Zen.
kind of pirate crew does Hart have?
Zen, by the way, I'm not betraying you here.
You're
I-
fine.
Like, it was one of those, it's like, oh, okay, well, there's that mystery solved. But I don't care.
I think that's more about like, I think that has more to do with Eris being a secret warlock than anything going on with Imogen, to be honest with you.
Honestly, the reason why I'm saying this stuff to Hart is more along the lines of, like, literally everyone on your crew kind of sucks, and you need to get out of there because one of them is going to basically stab you to back and throw you overboard.
For a transfer, sir.
Yeah. Hi, welcome back, DM. Hopefully everything's going okay.
I'm sorry, it's up to here right now.
You're good.
You're
You're good.
good.
I'm gonna
Um,
ask. I'm actually gonna let you finish up, and then we're gonna do a bio break. So
I'm gonna to summarize what I tell to Hart is along the lines of, he is probably one of the few people I've actually kind of grown a liking to, and basically I have reason, evidence, and knowledge of the other members on his crew to know that there are too many snakes amongst this crew, and likely his future may be limited if he stays with them. This is not a confession of any crimes that I know of or anything else along those lines. This is just a sort of a passing along, like, you are in a den of vipers, and it captain included, and you may want to bail and find another line of work.
There's a whole lot of shady shit going on this
And
ship.
To be honest, there is.
As someone who has been stabbed in the back quite a few times, you want to limit the frequency that happens.
Hart would take all of that into consideration, but the loyalty he feels for the captain it's strong, and he doesn't feel like he could leave just yet. Though you have put him unaware.
Well, it is not my job to shape the future of another person. I've got someone else I got to worry about, anyways. Safe travels, and I will cease the connection between us, so he doesn't have to worry about mind goblins.
Mind goblins?
Mind goblin beef. Anyways,
All right, I'm gonna put us on a quick bio break, which gives me a second to organize myself. But we are gonna just kind of flash to you guys being at this camp. So just give me 5 minutes.
Sure. Hey, take your time, hun. It's all going fine.
There comes a soldier who carries a mighty sword. He will tear your city down. Olay, 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 olay. He will tear your city down. Olay, olay, olay.
All right. So we have said our goodbyes at the docks. We were unable to convince Hart to leave, but again, he needs more. He's been with the captain for years, so that's gonna take time. So we're gonna move us over to, let's put it halfway through. We have stopped at the camp town, which is aptly named as in just it's a highway town where people kind of stop, refresh, refill, get whatever they need from the stores, maybe eat at a diner type place or a tavern. But you
We
guys
see the
are
Camptown lady, we tell her to shut up. Before she can say her
Doodah,
doodah. Sorry.
but you guys
It
are
had to be said.
you guys are currently at the where the just like a literal travelers camp area. The driver is
The KOA grounds or whatever.
sure. The driver is asleep on the cart, kind of just chilling. You guys are on the campfire. You are here for overnight, and we'll be picking up in the morning. So are we saying anything? I'll give you guys a moment to settle, and then we'll.
I think I actually would ask, not that she cares, but she would have asked if Eris was amongst the crew, if he saw Eris amongst the crew on the boat.
Yes, you would have seen Eris on the ship.
I think I saw him. He was kind of being his down on the dumps time of doom and gloom type self.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything while we were still in town, and I purposely didn't go say goodbye because I don't think he wants to talk to me right now, but he was making a deal with some shady mage guy, and I thought maybe everybody else should know that too, just in case something pops up.
Shady mage guy.
He had a big
Well, that's
cloak. I
not
could only see
very.
past his head.
Describing the cloak, Zen's like, me and Imogen talked to somebody that sort of fit that description about the Doomsday box at the creepy dark nightclub.
So you're telling me whatever Imogen's Eris is in, Imogen might also be in too? Because that guy seemed kind of dangerous, to be honest.
Yeah, she told me not to be my normal self around him, but that didn't work out too well.
That's a shame. Your normal self is so charming.
Yeah, I know, but that guy was a prude.
Sounds like he's just.
You know what? It makes sense. It must run in the family because hey, remember that asshole captain guy?
Yeah. Shelby?
You don't need
Yes.
to remind me.
This guy's last name was Shelby too. Now, I don't know relations, if it's brother, son, dad, uncle, cousin, sister,
Criminal
brother.
organization in the family?
But he was kind of prudish too, but not asshole prudish.
Well, Zen, at the very least, you should know.
Oh, his
this
name was
much-
Phineas. Phineas, and that name just gives me the creeps.
Oh yeah, that's that I haven't heard of that name before. Oh, what Phineas? That's a name?
I've only
Oh.
known one other Finn, and he was unreliable as fuck.
Oh, anyways.
And I don't know if it's Phineas with the F or Phineas with a P.
Ugh.
I didn't ask.
Is there
I was
any way
going
you
to
can
say-
show us what the captain looked like? Maybe they looked familiar, like related or something.
Do you have minor illusion or something?
Me?
You know
No,
what?
I'm afraid not.
Hold on.
I've
You
got,
can't shoot like images, like, hey, look at this playback. Like it's sent
unfortunately,
You know
Yes.
what? I do have minor illusion.
I have telepathic and Fantasia, and I don't think anyone else met the captain. So
No, but you can show us what you saw so that if we see him
So,
again, we'll know.
I cast minor illusion to what I saw of said guy, like facial.
oh, that's
features.
fair. Okay.
See, I'm
And
smart.
his cloak.
What you see when when the minor illusion is cast is a man who is cloaked, but you're able to kind of get the lower part of his face, very little of his eye, and they are a little more weathered, more scruff, but there's something about the jawline that's very similar to James Shelby's.
And that cloak is the exact same one we saw? Like, is there a pattern or something on it?
No, it's just a plain black cloak. Very velvety.
It definitely could be the same guy.
Well, like I was trying to say, us tieflings should know that Sin doesn't actually run in bloodlines or anything like that. But again, with a name like Phineas, yeah, he's probably up to no good.
Well, let's definitely keep an eye out for him.
And he
That
knew a lot
cloak
about,
is velvety and kind of fancy. He might actually
knew-
pop up at this party.
and he kind of knew a lot about this Death Doomsday box too.
Did he seem like he wanted it, or just that he took note?
I think he just needed to know kind of its whereabouts. Like he didn't ask for it.
Well, he can't. It wants to be with you, right?
Yes.
From what I've heard, objects like this, I don't want to throw around cursed, but objects that seem to have a sentience and personality, once they attach to a person, that's kind of it. So
Yeah.
he couldn't take it off you. He would have to
So
take
if I
you.
threw this, so hypothetically, if I threw this box into the
I
ocean,
wouldn't test it. And I'm speaking from experience here.
Well, yeah, it could try to do something in the action of attempting to throw it, because it could be that thing, or it could just come back to you when you wake up. So I don't know. You got to do some testing.
Are you holding the box?
Are you? Because he's talking.
currently
about,
no,
she's
it's
talking-
in like a
She's just
side
talking about
out.
it. Okay. Well, at least it's just a Doom box. Those are just not that
I'm sorry.
crazy. We would have to really worry if it was like one of those cursed musical boxes. Those are the ones that really fuck up things. What?
Cyan, are Doom boxes common here? I keep having to
Apparently there
relearn
were
the worlds.
above table there were 3 of them, right?
Now you're just making me think of the mother
actually-
boxes from
actually-
DC.
Actually, it's 5.
Boxes
There's
to
5.
doom them all.
The full 5, but there's only been 3 spotted. Like 3 cataloged, but there's supposedly 5 in total.
5 boxes to doom them all.
However, where is the box right now?
Right here.
Okay, you're holding it. All right, give me an intelligence save.
No.
Give me an
no,
intelligence. You guys, but you're talking about it, so you still have to give me that intelligence.
Yes.
Save.
Subconsciously, as we start talking about it, I pull it out. So an intelligence save.
Yes.
Oh dear. Please
Nat
don't.
20 for 27.
Nice.
Okay.
That could be bad.
I see the box come
You
out, and my
fe-
eyes go.
You see a shimmer on the box, like if it glistened all of a sudden.
My precious.
I mean, I guess.
Once again, Zen, you endanger a lot of people if you open that box.
I am a responsible adult.
And I'm just saying, it's going to get magnified if you open it around me. So don't do that.
Don't do that.
Have you tried talking to it?
Shit. I forgot Zarabi.
Now
like
that's
a rock?
just crazy.
The other kind of pops up. the other pops up. Her eyes go dark. You should seriously consider that idea. The box might have plans of its own.
Hello, box.
Oh shit, where's... Oh,
Are you
God.
talking to the box?
You all told me to talk to the box.
Make another intelligence save. We're telling you to be careful with the bloody box.
I was going to say,
Y'all told me to
give
talk
her
to it.
advantage on this with my telepathy.
Okay, go.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
give him
good thing.
give him the advantage.
Yeah, oh my god.
Oh shit.
Oh wait, but we re-roll that
re-roll
one.
that
So
we reroll that once. We reroll that once.
You reroll that, you get double
11.
advantage.
No,
Really?
11.
2 11s. All right, this
What is
time.
with you with that number?
I don't know.
You guys, I'm gonna tell you what you see before I tell him what he sees, what Zendryil sees.
Oh shit. Wait, I see something?
You guys see Zen's head, eyes roll back. Her head looks up, whole body stiff as she's like kind of open mouthed, looking up with her eyes white because they rolled back. For you, this is gonna last exactly 2 seconds. For Zen, you feel yourself pulled quickly from the campsite. You are in the middle, you're on a sandy beach. You can feel the waves hitting as they thrash. You see the sky turn gray, turn black, turn violet. Behind you, you can't turn around, but you can hear these sounds, screaming and crashing, sounds of blades, sounds of gnawing, people being torn apart. You hear begging, pleading. And then you're back.
I set the box down and be like, I'm never talking to that box again.
Did
Whoa.
it say something to you?
Sort of.
Was it like a
And I
metaphorical say something to you?
I do minor illusion of what I saw.
Oh.
Can I do an Arcana check on what I'm seeing to
Did you-
ascertain what this might be?
Uh-oh.
Well, what does the box look like? Is it a Doom box or is it a music box? There's a
Dude,
huge
like,
difference between the two.
My guess is it's just a curse box. I don't think we have the context to know what the hell that's supposed to be, so I'm just gonna pass.
Well, so I'm asking the DM if it's a Doom box or a music box.
It's more it's closer to a music box, but it's not the kind of music box you're thinking. I feel like I know what you're talking about because I've used music boxes in my one shots a lot.
Yeah, but you've also used a Doom box, the one with the fire demon in it that your brother.
Okay, same concept on a grander scale, on a ridiculous scale, but same concept.
So the minor illusion image of what they're seeing, does that beach look familiar?
It would not to you. It would not to
No.
any of the Z's.
So it's not anything that we've seen so far. So it's not the island, it's not anything. Would
So
it
what
look
is it?
familiar to Syon?
Syon, if you saw the image, that is a very familiar beach to you.
You just asked then, how did you see this again? You said talking to the box, or?
Because you all told me to talk to the box. That's what it answered with. I'm never talking to this box again.
Okay, probably for the best.
Oh, that's just slowly. Now we have. Well, now we really have a reason to talk to the queen, I guess. But
I'm gonna take a quick look around. Anybody else other than the four of us have noticed that whole interaction?
What was that?
Anybody aside from us four notice that interaction with the box, or just any part of this whole
There's
conversation?
nobody there but you guys, the sleeping driver, and Zarabi's asleep in the tent.
Are they for sure asleep?
The driver for sure is conked the fuck out. Zarabi heard some of that. She's just like, I'm not getting up right now.
Yeah. I just think for a moment ago, well, I'll have to reaffirm to her that this is one thing we do not touch.
We
I
do
don't
have
think
more
so.
information now.
I don't
did
think
you
we should
learn
be able
any
to
other
touch it,
info?
because like it seems that everybody else that has tried to touch it, zap.
Well, that does kind of
don't-
look like what I saw earlier.
Like I don't know, like say like you tried to grab it and open it, I don't think you would be able to. I think. I don't want to put this theory to a test.
Well, to quote an old man who has said this quote to quite a few people, keep it secret, keep it safe. And I will telekinesis off the covering she used for the box beforehand and wrap the box back into its little parcel and just put it back where it was resting.
I like to refresh my memory. Can I do a history check? Maybe one of the clan elders might have mentioned it.
Oh,
Do your history check.
Yeah, that's kind of fuzzy right now. 14.
Do I get to see these screechy ladies coming up?
You will if you give me a perception check because they're in the trees.
I would have done a perception check anyways. Like I said, I was trying to see if anybody was paying attention.
I have a passive perception of 21. Would I have caught them?
Passive perception 21, you would have. However, let me answer Zion's question. Zion, with a 14, you have a vague memory of seeing kind of like a layout of scrolls on a desk from one of your teachers or maybe even a parent, where you would see similar boxes, 3 of a separate color, not the blue color that Zendryil has, but you would have seen a white one, an orange one, and a very, very dark green one. That would have been what you've seen on a sheet. So you do know that this is something that your people know about, but you can't recall full memory of it, like what they did with how they worked. Just that you do know that it is indeed a type of music box.
I seem to have a gist of what kind of box it is, but I don't recall one as this one, especially given the color. I wonder if a TEM is there. We can probably hit the archives to gather more information about it. Because what do you know about it so far, you said, aside from the... Because they for sure have seen that scenery. What's the scenery of? Is it the main island, or what? Or the pier? Where is it? Or it's just vaguely like home?
Like that. The actual like beach coastal line, it would have been directly in front of your village.
Okay, because that place seems like my village back home. But I haven't been there in years, so... I mean, whatever the case, I probably want to find out more. Especially with the stuff that Marie had mentioned. I was just gonna off into thought for a bit.
Okay, whoever has the passive perception of 21, now you would see directly across from you a harpy kind of creeping up. You guys are just a tad.
In Thieves Can't, well, in Thieves Can't, it's just like company.
That's
Be
my
on your guard.
What?
I'm assuming my 60 perception has to at least notice at least one of these
You know
ladies.
where are
Or
you sitting? You
maybe
see the
gender
one.
neutral.
You see
folks.
the one I just moved. You see the one I
And
just moved.
I'll translate for Syon and be like, enemy nearby.
Oh, and in Inferno, I'll just be like, oh, okay, so that's what I heard. I wasn't kind of paying attention to what I was looking at.
I kind of look up and see the newcomers and go, hello?
They don't really like, they poke out, they don't notice you so much that you said hello, they just immediately look ready. Roll for initiative.
Fair.
Well, I was going to try to handle this diplomatically.
It wouldn't
now
have
we have
worked.
violence.
It wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, well.
We don't do a lot of like persuasion rolls in this game.
Well, on the bright side, my alert feat would have helped out with this situation anyway, so I cannot be surprised. I have 27 on my initiative roll.
Then you're good. First,
Well, we re-roll runs, so I'm gonna try that initiative again.
re-roll ones in Lala Land.
23.
23. Okay, so it was 27 and then 23. So the others.
I had a 20.
20. Charles?
14.
14. Alright, and then...
That's a lot of harpies.
That is a lot of harpies.
Yes, I had to get rid of some other stuff, and I had to replace them with more harpies.
Sure.
The walking whip taking you through a swamp and the Heidi Hills, that's why I was like, there would have been different types of... Yeah, that's why I was taking you guys through the Heidi Hills. Different monsters! Alright, so... It's looking like Zach's still going first.
Okay. So these harpy folks look like they're all in on pouncing on us and trying to rip us to shreds.
Yes, they are all moving in.
Then I'll just go, just pull 2 daggers out, and they get free movement right now. Okay. I'll let them do their movement first before I select my target.
That's it. That's all I was moving forward for.
Okay. Closest one to us. Zarabi's in 10. I don't know if they've noticed her yet. So, I'm gonna go after the one that's coming after Zeffer. Just pull out 2 daggers and hurl them in its direction. Psychic Blade. Are they close enough? They're not close enough for a sneak attack. That's a 27 to hit. I think that's going to hit.
She's 10 feet. Which one are you? The one in Robbie's behind Robbie's tent, or
the one? No, the one.
That one
right here.
They
Yes.
are about there's 18 feet in front of you.
Yeah, that probably would be the one that I see coming in. I go, okay. I hurl blade. It's going to be 10 points of psychic damage.
Cool.
Still up?
They are still up.
Okay, sorry, I cannot see cameras at this moment. Then I will follow up with the second attack at advantage. That is more to hit. And we're just gonna throw all the sneak attack on that.
Alrighty.
Let's see here. At this level... Oh, shoot. I'm so sorry, guys. I forgot. We're at this level. I'm like, how many sneak attacks do I get here?
You should get a level. You're at level 13 now, right?
13, 76. That's a lot. And plus that. A lot of damage. An additional 32 points of psychic damage.
Alright. They are goners. How would you like to do that?
It's very simple. The first blade sinks into this individual's heart. The second blade looks like it goes wide, curves back around, comes back into the back of her skull. There are no wounds, but her body just shuts down as Zaki gets up and goes, "We're under attack," and just loudly announces that to the folks who are sleeping, just so they have a chance to wake up as well. And he will turn about and just go, just pull 2 more blades and get ready.
Alrighty. Next up is Zeffer.
Are these up in the air or are they on the ground?
They're up in. They're like floating, but they're not floating more than 5 feet above the ground. They're trying to get to you.
Got it. So if I went up to stab one, I wouldn't have to like jump to stab it.
You're 4'11".
Yeah.
You'll probably if you reached up, there'd be a solid stab in the gut.
Okay. Just for yeah, shits and giggles. I just wanted to know if I was hopping to stab them in the thigh or if... Alright, so I'm going to use my movement to go over here because I see 2 coming Zarabi's way, and I haven't seen her fight, so I don't know if she can handle it or not. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to attack. I'm going to start by attacking Harpy number 4 over here with a stabbity.
Stabbity away.
So that's a 27. Does that hit?
That hits.
But just reroll also work.
Reroll ones on damage.
Yeah, you reroll ones
Okay.
every time you get them.
I just wanted to make sure what your ruling was. So that's 10 damage on that one. And then I've got 2 up in fighting, so I'm also going to do another attack. Oh wait, did I get sneak attack on that?
We'll go with yes because I don't see the Zarabi is right there. I know she's asleep, but she is right there. So I don't know if that would count.
Sneak attack requires a non-incapacitated person.
Ah,
Sleeping
then-
makes you incapacitated. But if she's waking up, she's no longer incapacitated.
All right, well then we'll say she's been waking up, so you can get that
Yeah.
sneak attack.
Alright.
I
I
did
did
yell.
yell.
So that's 39 damage then in total on that first attack on the first one.
So 20. All right, she is also out on that first one. That is the order I'm
All
putting
right,
Zarabi's
and
turn.
then
She
the
is
second attack
challenged.
I don't have sneak attack on because they're further away,
Uh-huh.
and I'll just roll a regular on that.
Got it.
20, does that hit?
That hits.
So that's 10 damage on the second one over there.
10 damage. Got it. So then this one right here is now damaged. Okay. Will that end your turn? Amy?
And then, yes, I'm going to hold position there. And just call it, Zarabi, if you're a fighter, come on out. If you aren't, stay where you are.
You see her. You hear the scrambling. Look, getting my dagger. And she like stumbles out of the tent. Like, let's go. And I should probably roll an initiative for her. Low on the totem pole, my girl. In the 9. Okay. Alright, I'll be right before I get to her. Next up is the harpy that you just attacked, and then the other one. Okay. So the harpy that you just attacked is going to take a swipe at you.
Okay.
They're gonna try to claw you. This apparently is. She gets 2 attacks with this.
AC 16.
Okay, then 18 hits.
18 hits.
Alright, that's gonna be 3 points of damage on that first slash. Ha! I'm assuming a 4 doesn't hit.
No.
Alright, misses the second. Next up, I have way too many harpies to get through. So what I'm going to do instead, because it's a lot easier this way for everybody, is I'm just going to use their movement. This one, I'll call this one the next one, and then this one, get her closer, and then this one will attack Zendryil, because I still have 2 more. And that will be these last 2. Alright, Zen, they're also going to try and attack with a claw. Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
Alright. That is 7 points of damage. That first hit.
Which is halved
Good.
to 4.
Alright, 4. Ooh,
Surprised none of them are trying their song ability.
not yet. Give me a minute.
No, I'm just, no, you're fine. I'm just saying.
That's an 8 does not hit. Okay, cool.
New.
Alright, then the next one is gonna be this other one's gonna go for Syon. And you know what? I think I'm gonna try that song ability. I want just because I've never tried it. I've played a harpy a bunch of times. I've never tried this. Syon, make me a wisdom saving throw.
And you do so with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Because of the thing you have going on.
I have a thing, yes.
20.
20. That saves. She's upsetting spaghetti, but she is not harming you. Next up is Syon. Syon.
Good, because I rolled terrible on that save. The first
Well,
one.
wait. We didn't. Wait, he got a
Welcome.
14. I got a 20. It's me.
Oh, that's true.
Zen, you're next.
So.
You were in the middle of like 2 harpies, that's why.
I'm stabbing harpy number 3. Or attempting to.
You got this.
Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does hit.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Do.
Oh, and DM, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention. Can I have used my bonus action to hide? No, but I got attacked. Never mind.
You use your bonus action to attack, yeah.
Oh, I
So
used
that
it to
is
attack because of 2. Never mind.
that is 18 total damage,
All right.
and I'm going to expend a bardic inspiration, so I add another D8
Kidok.
for 8 more damage, and I'm going to use that as a slashing flourish. So Harpy number 2 takes 8 damage as well. So, let's see. No, wait, hold on. So that's 11. How does it do this weird?
Because it likes to be weird.
Yeah. So on that first harpy, where can't it just do it normal?
As you guys are fighting the
11.
harpies, you guys do hear shouting from like the close by houses. Like they've been spotted and people
11.
are like scared.
8. So
I don't know. I don't think the harpies are going after them.
No, but they can see them outside their windows and stuff.
Well, it's a good thing the harpies aren't going after them.
DM, I did just look up the ruling. I have an item that allows me to do 2 attacks as just the action. Can I use my bonus action to hide behind this cliff
Got it.
so the harpy can't see me? Okay.
So
got
that first harpy number 3 takes 37 damage, and then harpy number 2 takes 8 damage.
37?
Yeah,
Okay,
37 on harpy 3, and then harpy number 2 takes 8.
All right, this one. Okay, so harpy number 3, harpy number 2 is dead.
All right.
And harpy number 3 is hanging in there. On the
So
floor.
basically, I stab the one and then drop the sword grab it with my tail and slash the other one.
Sounds good. All right, so harpy number 3. So yeah, that one is dead. This one is clinging on to life. Does that end your turn?
That I will see harpy number 11 approach and kind of
Move.
swing up that way.
Got it.
And since I did an attack, I don't get attack of opportunity on me. So I am done now.
Okay. Now it would be Syon.
Oops. Let's see. Over a second. Okay. I'll be casting Ice Storm.
Oh, Jesus.
It's not that great. It's only 20 feet. Let's see. On these
I just saw
four,
the bubble encapsulate me. It's like shit.
Ice Storm, and it's a saving throw of 21, Dex 21. It should be good in there. Yeah, good Dex.
Oh, God. Yeah, have fun with that. Syon went, I wish to maim.
I'm just using physical dice because it'll be faster.
Everybody chill.
We have way too many guys at this point. Not a 1 passed. Not a fucking one.
Wow, that's a shame.
So many dice.
3, 5 bludgeoning and 11 cold. And then the ground is typical terrain in case any will fall, but that's pretty much it.
So 16 total?
Yeah. And yeah, I mean that's it for my turn. Can't do anything else.
Alright, that's these guys. Let's put the hurt banner on them so we don't get it mixed up. Alright. How long do they stay in this ice storm?
It's just instantaneous. It's not like concentration. It's just like the only permanent effect is that the ground is difficult terrain, but they're fine. So
My dice are trying to
until the end of my next turn.
Alright, that puts the next people is the Harpies and then Zerabi. Alright, so the Harpies you just attack, they're not in any way held back, right? So this one, since it's right there on Zen.
Yeah, that one's so close the difficult terrain doesn't affect it. It is a 40-foot high cylinder of like ongoing for this round weather effect.
Okay, so that's what I was asking. The other ones will have to make a move then. I'll have to do the throw. Alright. She's going to try and claw again. Does a 10 hit? I doubt it.
Nope.
Right. And then that is also a 10. Alright. That one misses completely. Okay, what were the difficult terrain saves? Just like athletics, or what is it for the monsters?
It is half their movement speed.
Oh, then okay, just move them to the edge of the circle. No, not the circle. Move them, and then it was where is she? This Harpy was making a move for Zach.
That's fair.
All right. Zach, same thing. They're just going to try and claw at you. Does a 21 hit?
Go ahead.
21?
A 21 would hit. I'm going to use a luck point. They need to re-roll that.
Got it. All right. Rerolling! That is a 14. I assume that does not hit.
That misses. Yep.
All right. Then I will do the second hit. Ha ha! Luck of the gods you have. That was a nat 1. DMs don't reroll nat 1s.
Okay.
Alright. Completely misses you. How many more do I have? Okay. Then I'm just going to move all of these involved here since that's literally all they're going to have to do. It's their movement. Alright, and then Zerabi is going to try to attack the one that's right in front of her. And she is going to slash it with her... Actually, no, she's going to use her crossbow.
Is it a hand crossbow or...
Hand, yeah.
Okay.
But that was a nat 1, so since she does get to...
So say, you get to re-roll. Technically, you're an NPC right now.
And she hits with a nat 20, so...
Nice.
That guy's gone. I'm not even going to roll damage. He had 4 points left. That one's gone. She just shoots it with her crossbow, and you see the Harpy go down. She's like, see, I told you I was useful.
Good shooting, kid. Don't get cocky.
Great shot, kid.
Yeah, don't get penisy.
Don't get penisy.
Who said you couldn't, by the way?
After,
When would that
after she
happen?
says that, I just give
Honestly,
like
yeah,
a
that's
thumbs
a great
up.
question.
That puts us at the top. Zach, sigue, señor.
All right. Turn back around. I don't like being stabbed from back. I do see Zendryil taking on the effects of the swarm, But yeah, I'm going to turn back around towards this harpy and like sickle strike at this one who came up behind me. First attack does, I believe, a 22 hits.
A 22 does in fact hit.
Okay, cool. I mean, I saw a 12 hit earlier. I just got to make sure if this might be a different one. That is 7 points of psychic damage. I'm assuming it's still up.
Mm-hmm.
Then that will hit. So then here comes all the damage. As this is Soul Knife is very fun. Just getting to get myself advantage. 37 points of additional psychic damage.
That harpy is toaster strudel. What did that look like?
Same effects as before. One comes in on the side, catches them in the heart. The second one comes in through the neck, and it just kind of just once again just falls with no wounds being applied to it. Turn back around, look over towards the mess. Is the driver awake?
The driver is actually still fucking asleep.
Then I'm going to just kick off, boost, like kind of like a boost dash, jump over there, and I'll take a position. So in case something comes for him, I'll be the more likely target.
All right, got it. You read my mind because she's like literally right in front of you.
Yeah.
All right.
But I don't give away Zeffer's position or anything else along those lines. But I just basically post up with like the knives orbiting around me, just like, all right, who's gonna be next? But that will end my turn there.
Sounds good. After that is Zeffer.
Woo! Second verse, same as the first. I'm gonna pop out of hiding and attack the harpy with my dagger. Let's roll, see if it hits. I'm pretty sure 28 hits.
Yes, it does.
The harpy.
Which harpy?
The red one right there next to me, unless that one's dead.
Oh, 5? Yeah.
Yeah, 5.
That's
So that's 33 damage.
You went for the one right in front of you.
Yeah, the one right in front of me. Basically, I popped up and just fucking stabbed it in the gooch.
That one had 22 left, I believe. Yeah. All right, that one's dead. Gone.
All right.
How did it look?
I technically have another attack because it's 2 of them fighting, but there's nothing super close. Although I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to go help out Syon and Zach or Zendryil and Zarabi.
Bonus action hide.
I do plan on bonus action hiding, but I have another attack because I got two up and fighting.
True.
And movement.
There is one like right above the little canyon thing, right here.
That's what I like. That's what I was like. I could go after that, or I could go to help. And you know what? Syon and Zach have it. I'm gonna go after 14. So I'm gonna do my second attack on that one, and let's see if it hits. I do not get surprise attack on this one.
Okie
Yeah. Or a sneak attack, yeah. Oh, that's a natural 20, so 32.
Ooh, crit. That's
It's dead.
double damage, but I don't think it's gonna survive this.
Yep, so double damage. Let's see what I get for damage.
Unfortunately, D&D Beyond rolls 2 of the dice, but that's still like damn near max damage anyway.
Yeah, so
30, 28.
That's 14.
yep.
That would make it 28. That one has no damage. 28. Alright. They are still alive, but are holding on to their bloody wounds. Like, I might be fucked.
They're still alive? Okay, so then I'm going to bonus action, roll back, and hide back here.
Got it. What was your...
And then that'll be my turn. And the body count rises.
Yes, it does. Alright, the next person is... Well, those harpies are all dead, so Zendryil.
Okay. Bonus action, turn on the flame sword.
Flame on!
Flame on and stab
Radio.
while the sword is still held by the tail, stab harpy number 11. Attempt to.
Alright.
19 hit.
19 does hit.
Okay. So,
She's doing it, Peter.
So that is 9 plus. So 33 damage.
That harpy is Gunzo. How did it look?
You just see the tail come flipping around as the sword catches on fire and just no head. Decapitates it. And
Alright.
then with the rest of my movement, I am backing up and just positioning myself there.
Alright. This one is gone. She's dead. Alright, so these would now move a bit forward. Finally able to make it out at half their movement speed. Oh, stop doing that. Okay, these are, I have, how many more we have to move? Okay, those are all the ones I'm moving right now. Okay. The one that's going to attack is going to be, what was it, number? So many numbers and letters. This one, okay. So this one's gonna go for Syon. Because it's like they're numbers here, but they're letters in my encounters thing. So I'm like having to count the alphabet. Fucking time.
Yeah, because I see 12A.
It's annoying.
Those are twins. That's why. 12 and 12A.
Don't all harpies look alike?
I mean,
No.
It's kind of racist.
It's like, it's hard to explain how. You know what? I'm not. My version of harpies is charmed version, and that's not correct. So. Alright.
Charmed the TV show.
Yes,
Nice.
the harpies in that one. You remember they? I don't know if anyone knows that, but they turned into harpies at one point. That was fun.
Yeah.
Fun episode. All right, they are going to try to claw at you, sir. Oh my god. All right, they're gonna try again because I know that shit don't hit. Does a
Shit don't hit.
Does a 16 hit? No. God damn it. All right.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. They're a bunch of low-level critters, so we're gonna mop these guys up real fast.
All right. That's what I like
Granted,
to
we're probably
hear.
have to do them one at a time.
That's what I like to
get
hear.
him!
All right, Syon, they have slashed and missed. It is now your turn, sir.
Imagine he turns on Spirit Guardians and just goes full lawnmower.
Brr.
Yeah, because he's the only one with like AoE damage. We have to single target.
No, this
single
combat
target.
was
We
like
got locked down.
This combat was like, for his rogues, it's just gonna take a while. For Syon, it'll be done.
But it's pretty cheese though. To do it, cheese grater. Let's see.
You hear the hustle, and bustle, like guards rushing to help you.
Why?
It's a town. They have their own security system. This is a problem.
The guards are gonna get here. It's already over.
Yep.
Yep.
It's very realistic.
All right, Lily, get
Got
ready for
this,
the
guys.
cheese.
I'm gonna get ready for cheese.
Yeah, get ready for cheese. I'll be casting Spirit Guardians at 5th level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dangerously cheesy. I love it.
Why is he Chester Cheeto all of a sudden?
It's a save of 21, but I also have to walk around. So it's a 15.
The 50-foot radius from you.
Yeah. So I'll probably just walk this way and then this way to end here.
How many is
How
that?
many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Is this one included, right? No.
Oh my god.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, it's all the ones here and the whole here.
Yeah, whenever the aura enters a creature's place on the first time on a turn, it takes a save. It does a save and it takes whatever damage. So literally, all enemies that are getting hit by this are going to take a bunch of damage. God's at 5th level too. Oh.
Yeah, it's either 30 or 15, depending if they save or not.
So happy I have so many dice right now.
If you're all right with this, I'll go ahead and give a border color to whoever's getting hit. We're gonna go with blue because
Nobody passed. Because it's 21 and they don't really have anything above. They don't have like a plus for anything of that. So I looked.
the only one this is missing is number 14 up there, and 7 and 8 I believe are also out of it.
No, 8 got caught in it.
Oh, 8 got caught in it? Okay, I'll
Yeah.
mark them too.
So 7 and 14.
7 and 14. Avoid this. Life advice: ninjas cannot touch you if you're on fire.
This is wild.
Well, I mean, I still have movement to get 14 in there, so. Yeah, you rolled 7 for 7
Okay,
people,
14
right?
is hit as
Yeah.
well. So how much? So 30 points of
That'd be
radiant or
30
necrotic
radiant.
damage to all those who got at least blue borders, and everyone in the red borders are hit by that.
14 was like, "Phew, I made it," and then he takes one more step. Ah!
Okay. All of the ones that were red are dead.
With 30?
Yeah, they're dead. Because they were already injured. They had less than 20. So they're dead.
Oh, shit.
These 3 would have 32. So they have 2 points left each.
We should try diplomatic solutions again and be like, are you sure you want to attack us?
I will say the who is next after? Oh, it's more.
It probably comes back around to me.
It's the harpies in the background to you. Harpy Sarabi in the background to you. This harpy is actually just more enraged. It is gonna try to go for the first person she sees, which again is
That's
you were
fair.
correct.
Yep.
And they are going to also
Go for it.
I just feel like it's a dumb idea, but she's gonna try the. Oh, she's gonna try a clutch. She's too mad to do the song thing.
That's fair.
13.
That misses.
All right, next hit. Oh fuck, that didn't hit. That's an 8. So they are even
That's a
more
shame.
enraged.
It's like I can just like consciously read the thoughts of where the strikes are going to be, and I just shoot
Right.
to the side to miss.
Right, this one's gonna try to attack Zarabi. Is it like what's the damage on this one? They can't move well. Are they stuck? What's the?
If
Yeah.
they enter that area, they have to make the save, and then they take damage anyways.
Oh, okay, so then that one's dead. It made the mistake of going in.
Just killed
and it
it.
just-
So that
Well-
one just
Wait, that one's
gone,
dead.
reduced
It went.
to atoms.
Yep, nope. Making these 3 very nervous. These 2 say fuck it and try to make a run for it, but I will give you guys the opportunity to attack as they run.
We're not melee range of them, so
You're gonna let them go.
I have vicious mockery though.
Go
do you
for
have
it.
Warcaster?
Go into your
No.
room or your sister's room. You guys have towels in there.
I guess it'll have to come to our turn. We have to do ranged stuff if we want to take them down. So
Well, as Zarabi, she will shoot at them.
So yeah, they move away.
Sure.
Zarabi can take a shot. Yeah.
Zarabi's gonna take a shot.
Pew.
Wow, why do I keep getting that ones?
Womp.
That's a 19. That's better. All right. That's her one. She's able to hit this one. No,
They're
he's
so
now
low on
dead.
health. We don't
They're
need
dead.
sneak attack
The
on those.
hit is gone. This one does make it out to like run away.
Yeah.
All right, this one is in front of you, Zach.
It needs to make a strength saving throw, please.
All right, that's a net one. A modifier ain't gonna matter. So
This harpy comes in, clawing everything like that. I thrust my hand forward, and they lose all usage of their wings, and I basically Darth Vader lift them up. They are seized by telekinesis.
okay.
And I go, I'm just sitting there holding them there, and I just look and I just go, do you speak common by any chance? Do you really want to go for this?
She screeches at you, but then nods her head.
I encourage surrender. You may walk away with your life at the very least. Or fly. Sorry. I didn't mean to be ableist towards you.
The harpy kind of looks around and then just like, deal.
Very well. Are you hungry?
Did you let the harpy go?
I basically sit there, and they go deal. I go okay. I let them regain their own control.
They leave. They just scurry on up.
Okay.
As the guards, I'm not gonna put the tokens, but a couple of guards do show up ready to help. Just see the last harpy leave, and they're like,
We got it. We got it.
Y'all have a body wagon? Does anyone study? Probably not. We got corpses. We may need to deal with them.
the guard just kind of like, every time the adventurers come, we just do body collection. Why are we even here? Thank you.
So
you
bring the body wagon.
Do the harpies attack this area often?
Wait, are we still in combat?
No, you're out of combat. Completely out of combat.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm about to stay.
Oh,
I'll just
because
drop
number
him.
10. Number 10's still on the field.
He has PTSD now.
Number 10 is
Oh.
leaving.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
leaving.
But they're hey, no action.
Fairy mermaids.
Let her
Fairy
go.
mermaids must disappear.
No,
Otherwise,
we let that one go. We didn't let that one go.
Lucky number
Right.
7 gets to live and
Yes,
hopefully
number
reconsiders
number
their life
10.
choices.
Before number
Probably gonna
10
bleed out.
leaves, they have to make a wisdom saving throw of 17.
That's a 16.
They failed.
They died.
So as they're leaving, I cast vicious mockery. You're a harpy, but you forgot to say harpy. And they take 10 psychic damage.
They had 2 points left, so they're dead.
Yeah.
They just turn around and just fly into a tree.
Smack.
Their feelings
Muerta.
hurt to death.
Hey, that's a thing. Alright. So, harpies are all gunners. Don't worry about them anymore. You guys see the guards kind of already have the wagon, and they're already kind of picking up the bodies.
Driver's still sleeping through all of this.
He woke up. At this point, he wakes up. He's like,
Oh, hey, we thought you died.
what happened? Did I oversleep? He looks
Don't
at
worry
his
about it.
watch. Okay, and then he just kind of like stuffs him, like gets comfortable, goes back to sleep. Wake me up when
Zeph
it's
is
time to
gonna
go.
Zephyr gonna walk up to Zach and just kind of pat him on the shoulder. I saw that. Nice.
Yeah.
You know, back home, harpies are actually kind of friendly. It's weird seeing them just attack people. Is there like some sort of like, I wonder if there's like some sort of trade dispute or war in this area?
Well,
As
to be
she's-
fair, a lot
Continue.
Well,
of
Nice.
cultures that visit mine have a lot of different explanations for their harpies, if they do have them. Some are cursed. A lot have been like people who have made decisions, all sorts of other things. Basically, I have to approach everything like if it's capable of speech, perhaps it's capable of reason, and not to judge someone based on monstrous qualities. You know where I'm coming from.
I do. We're tieflings. Of course, I know what you're coming
Right.
from.
But at the very least, one less body we have to deal with is one less trouble we have to encounter.
I also saw you protect the driver. I'm just saying, you try to be all dark and mysterious and in violence and stuff, but I know a good heart when I see one.
All right, two things. First, it would have taken much longer to have to explain the whole situation that the driver slept through than to let him just go back to sleep and not worry about it. Secondly, if the driver died, I don't want to have to do the work myself to get this vehicle there. So.
Yeah. Just take the compliment, huh? I'm gonna go over and make sure Zerabi and everybody else is doing good. Anybody injured? Everybody good?
Zen, are you something on you that's humming?
Hold on, I'm having a conversation with the DM right now.
Oh no.
All right, cool. I'll just go ask. I'll just go ask the guards.
Check your DMs.
What's
DM.
Yo, my lights just started flashing weird. The fuck? Don't do that. There's a ghost in the house.
Speaking of lights.
You do not have to
No.
make a save. No.
We're in the middle of the night. Let's go bonfire.
I have a nighttime version of this. I just forgot to do that. I'm realizing this
It's
now.
fine. Power of imagination.
All right, so yeah, you guys can go back.
Hold on. I'm doing something dumb.
Okie dokie.
I just take a bandage and just wrap up my arm where I got scratched earlier.
That is a 24 sleight of hand to put the box up to my ear.
Like a shell? Oh, you know,
It's
I guess
humming.
that makes sense.
I have to make sure that's what's humming.
Wait, you hear a humming noise? Do any of us...
You still have it wrapped up, at the very least.
It's still wrapped up.
Okay.
That's why it's a low hum, because it's muffled, I guess.
If I saw that, I would have been like, all right, you do a straight save. We're going to play Cursed Object Tug of War.
So, yes.
Hello?
Zen, when you put the box up to your ear,
Moshi.
it's not humming anymore. Now it's literally like the soft lilt of someone vocalizing, just kind of thing. However, Syon, when he lifts it up to his ear, you do see that wrapping kind of glow, like if something was inside, and you hear the humming.
Now I did this stealthily, so I don't know if his perception would have caught it.
You can do
because you can hear
Sorry,
it too.
I was
It was a 24 sleight of hand to put it up.
The other two
I beat it.
Okay.
So Syon goes, hey, why are you humming? All attention.
So yes, you two hear the song hum. You don't have to do a save. You just hear that very soft, lilting voice. And as you're doing that,
I want to talk to the box again, but
if you want to talk, you can try and talk to the box.
Hey, do you want assistance talking to the box?
No, because you all told me not to talk. Y'all told me not to talk to the box.
I didn't say not. No. I encouraged you to talk to the box. So if you want an ally, you can come to me.
You know what?
Anyways,
I hummed the same tune back to the box.
I'll just mention, has the box always glow, or is that new? Because you have more experience with it. Is that normal?
Zendryil goes into the box, whatever's inside comes out of the box.
It's a 24 performance check to hum the same tune back to it.
This can only go well.
Is that a fairy dragon?
It's my friends from the other character I played.
So as you guys are kind of mulling over the box, you do notice that there is a soft little rustling in the leaves nearby. Kind of like the little huffs of what you could presume to be giggles, but it sounds more animalistic, as if you fairy dragons kind of poke their heads in, looking directly at Zendryil.
Uh-oh.
Precious.
Zen, I think you have some interesting or interested company.
What do you want?
Wow.
One tries to sit on Syon's shoulder, the other one is floating directly in front of Zendryil, and this one's kind of keeping back a little. But the one in front of Zendryil looks like, call? We heard the call. Did you need help?
I don't remember calling you.
Well,
It
you
seems
can.
you're trying to open a doomsday device. Would you like assistance with that?
Oh, they look to each other. We thought you were calling. Other creatures heard the call. So we came. Thought we could be of help.
I was just imitating what this was doing. Let's show him the box.
What kind of creatures are we talking about here?
Oh, well, there was a couple of Naga. I don't know how to say that word. Naga. That heard it. There's a couple of weird of those like toad mages that we have out here. A lot of the creatures heard it. I know the birds heard it, but they didn't like it.
Look, this is kind of reminding me of a story that I read where there was this magic like bracelet that somebody had, and every time they used it, bad things showed up to them. So I'm wondering, since I talked to this box, the harpies came, and now you all came.
Hold on. Are we talking about the single bracelet series? I think I've read those.
Well, I guess it's a story that transfers from dimension to dimension.
Huh.
It was the friendship bracelet or something.
Yeah, something along those lines. The friendship of the bracelet. Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about here.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
So the author is from your world? Oh, I've got to be there at some point just to get an
And you know what?
autograph.
You know what? You mentioned that one phrase, keep it secret, keep it safe. There was something similar to that in that play, too. Did you get it from that?
Oh, man. Oh, please tell me that author is still alive in your world.
No. I think he's gone. And then, like one of his family members, started writing other stories.
Oh, man. That could have been worth so much. I could use the gold. Ah, well.
Well, I'm sorry you're coming over and we don't really have anything for you to do. But to make it so that you didn't completely waste your time, Zeph will take like a good handful of like candy out of her bag. You can have some of this. In my world, fairy dragons like this.
Eyes light up and they're like, sugar! The two that were
Here,
there
take as much as you want.
kind of swarm over, circling Zeffer, and they take the candy. We'll be in the trees. We'll tell the other creatures that you don't need help anymore.
Thank you. What are your names, by the way?
You know what? One's name is Evie and the other one's name is Scarlet right now, because those are the only names in my brain.
Awesome.
Steve?
Well,
This one over here is that he's Beth.
Scarlet and Steve.
The other one over here is that he's Beth.
Well, since you folks are here, would any of you like a drink?
The guards or the
I
fairy
mean,
dragons?
yeah, I'll invite them too if they're still milling about. Be like,
I mean,
hey,
I'm kind of giving them.
would you like a drink?
They have their flask. They're like, we're good. Thank you for killing.
Okay.
Thank you for killing the harpies.
You did a bang up job.
But for all the Fey Dragons, I pull out one of my special bottles and start pouring a very sweet mead.
If you pour like one in like a good sized bowl, the three will gather and just like drink it like right back here. Because they want to be closer to the trees.
Yeah, I telekinesis the bowl over towards them so they can have a comfy spot.
Right.
After the fairy dragons like leave Zephyr, she checks the dragon tattoo on her arm. Damn.
Were you expecting something to happen there?
I just, I'm supposed to collect marks from the dragons in my world. I wanted to see if it would happen here too. I guess not.
You have
Oh,
to
that's-
give me that mechanic and I'll help you with that, but I don't know.
No. It's much bigger dragons.
Got it.
Well, legitimately, this event would not do anything anyways. But yeah, Zaki kind of nods it and goes, "Oh, so right, the whole Friends of Dragons thing. Anybody else have like dragon experience or something like that, or is it just us two?"
Oh yeah,
Dragons are pretty uncommon where I'm from.
technically they're uncommon where I'm from too. I've just been very lucky. Where you really haven't talked about much about where you are from though.
Well, obviously, we've got some of the same literature.
It could exist in my world. Unfortunately, a lot of our literature was destroyed, so we're kind of rebuilding it.
It's just your, well, like, I don't know, like, how to really describe it because it's normal to me, but what may be normal for me is abnormal to you. It's
Very
not
true.
as weird as this place.
Well, how about we start there? How is it different from this place?
This place seems like it's all lollipops and rainbows. And, like, from everything that I've seen, like, there's not a lot of bad stuff in this world. Now, they talk about that there's some place called the Onyx Lands or something that is
That's where
apparently,
we started out at, remember? And then we
yeah,
got
and that place
teleported
was
out.
that place was kind of a shithole.
Yeah.
And now, like, everything's like again, lollipops and rainbows.
Well,
I
on
don't
the
know. And
surface,
again,
yeah, but
like I've
there seems
brought
to be
up,
more going on underneath.
and like
Yeah,
I
but
brought up,
about
it's
your
like,
world.
are the people like really gullible here, or is it just a front that they're hiding something? So everything seems fine and dandy, but like deep down, it's terrible.
See,
'Cause we
that's what I
have
was
seen,
wondering.
because we've seen encountered people that like they just put up with the queen and her rule, but they really don't like it.
Right. Remember the Fairyana and Fairy Lily? They didn't seem to be like enjoying their jobs in particular.
Well, that's like anybody at any job. Nobody's really ever truly happy.
I don't know. I love my job. Of course, my job is just this.
Hey.
Well, when you really don't have to answer to a boss, you kind of get free reign. Where, again, I don't know if this queen is terrible or
Well, she
whatnot.
seems very confident in her ability to just solve any problem with the snap of her fingers.
But from the sounds of it, people probably just go along with her just to make her happy.
There's also not to mention the fact that there are problems regardless.
Yeah. And there's obviously a war or tensions brewing in other lands that want to get rid of her.
And then, what was that talk I heard about a school opening? Somebody passed that and like briefly mentioned it in passing. Is it going to be a school full of people like us who are brought from other worlds, or a local school?
And another thing that I've kind of noticed, but I'm not one to judge and I'm all for it, but like, have you noticed it's very female heavy running everything and there's no kind of male presence? Not like I have anything wrong with an all female ran thing, but like, isn't that kind of odd?
I mean, if you're from a place where that's not normal.
Well, like usually maybe 50-50, but it seems more 100%.
I
No,
have noticed that when they talk about the Onyx lands, there seems to be more male pronouns being used, and then here there's a lot more female pronouns being used.
like where I'm from, like we have like we just call them dark elves, and they live underground, and they kind of have that whole female patriarchy thing going there.
Oh, yeah, that's over where I'm from. You're talking about Drow?
I guess we just call them dark elves, but I guess drow
Like
makes sense.
purple and blue skin and like
Yeah,
white hair?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we don't do that anymore. We're all cool. My good friend Desk, he's a drow, and they kind of stopped. Well, I mean, the matriarchy is kind of still in place, but at least they got rid of Lul. So,
Man, I've got to say, like, hearing about this whole gender disparity in leadership sort of thing is a little antiquated for my world. Granted, for us, it's leadership is more about capability and or power, and honestly, the people who we have in power, it'd be great if I could get my hands on them. But at the same time, yeah, wow.
But I don't know. It's just kind of striking that it's all one, not 50-50, or even
Well,
some role.
have you also noticed that they all kind of look a little similar, and also like. Well, there's the Queen, and then there's Fairyana and Fairy Lily, but then there's also Lady Lily. It's almost like they're all kind of the same person, but not, but kind of.
Do you think they're like a psyche shattered sort of person?
It could be. Oh my god, what if we have to get them all back together?
I'm gonna be real. I don't think I can have a hand in that. This world is not on the radar of mine, and it probably should stay that way. So when I go back, I have to take a few trips in order to not put this place on the radar.
Plus, I mean, I guess it's not my place to completely shake up this structure. It's just kind of fun to muse on.
Yeah.
Hey Zion, why aren't there any dudes ruling?
Oh yeah, you're a dude in this society, right? Yes, I did assume the correct pronouns. You are a dude in this society.
I have literally no horse in this race, but I guess I'm eager to hear.
Yeah, I'm a person here, I guess. I'm more of the farther end of the islands. But yeah, there are some male leaders. There's remember I told you earlier about the Duke that got engaged at that one gala or the one ball.
Oh, the fight that broke out at the fancy people ball.
This was like
this couple,
right?
But he wasn't from here. He's from somewhere else, right?
Yeah, no, but the Duke is from here.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so
And
there's
his
a male
family-
ruler,
and then
or
the
at least
guy
a
that
male
beat up the
status.
bar, he's also
So the Duke is who kicked the princess ass, and like with the music.
no.
And everything.
The one that beat up the prince was some other loser guy. It's not really important because the other guy ended up cheating.
Because he's a loser, so he's not important. We only
Yeah.
care about winners.
I am
Yeah,
dying
exactly.
right now. I can't say shit.
So the prince got lucky because the other guy didn't keep his word because he ended up cheating it. And this really cool, what was the story? The spellcaster lady
The person who
saved
Okay, so
after
there
that
is.
back.
So it's just kind of a coincidence we haven't encountered very many male figures of authority. It's just a coinky dink,
Yeah,
right?
because
I'm not
we
complaining.
only went to the castle, right? We only went to the castle, and that's the main people that are in charge, so obviously. But we didn't. I know there's a Tams department, and he's male, and his whole family thing, but that's just somebody that works there. So yeah, I don't think.
I do love that the above table. I do love this conversation is happening with 3 male presenting people, 1 female presenting person.
I'm fluid.
Yeah, that is true. You're fluid. You
At-
you go both ways.
At this moment, Zarabi would kind of just be like, "Well, isn't Delmarie a princess, not a queen? Because she says her father's in charge, so that's a male."
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
knew that.
okay. See, thank you for saying that because it's kind of confusing. Like, there's the main person in charge, right? Where everybody, that's the queen and her people. But at the same time, she still lets people retain some of their culture and traditions in areas. Like
Okay.
Delmarie and her father, she still rules that part, but they still have convened to her. Same thing with like the Dukams and some of the other, because there are other princess and royalty around. We still have their sections, so it just depends where you go. Also,
And we already have proof that there's other countries that are out there. There could be more that just haven't had contact with this region. So
That's fair. I'm also kind of interested. Like, I'm not a scientist, but I'm kind of interested in the flora and fauna. Like, where we are now, is it still that pastel-y type look, or is it more green?
It's very,
So
very green
pastel.
centric, but like you can still see like a lot of like pokes of the florals being really beautiful in pastel. There's still the iridescence.
Like,
in
is
the
this? Does it
And
naturally
reflective
grow
in
like
polka
this?
dots.
Yeah, like does it naturally go like this, or is there some sort of enchantment on all of it? I'm not
Whose
smart enough.
domain are we in right now?
At the very
Whose
least,
domain
there's
are we
just
in
a
right now?
carnivore on this world.
You guys
You
are
guys are
about a day and a half outside of the city of Luz, so you are in the main queen's like main stuff. So that's why there's still color here, and there's color everywhere. I will let him explain or him say his reason why he thinks there's color there. I'm keeping my mouth shut.
I wasn't gonna talk about that. I was gonna answer the nature part because I know that the Duke I was mentioning, he is, what was the word? Because he hasn't been crowned yet. Oh, he's acting regent, as the rumors go.
Okay.
And his dukedom is in charge of all like the main agriculture, lumber, and all that. But it's also divided by which section. Like I think his fiance is a lot of like mining and metals where she comes from and whatnot. Like that whole alchemy theme, and it was just, and they're all color. Queen loves her colors, and they all mean something. But yeah, but if you did it, because I know I mentioned this, like I want to research the Doom box. We could always look more into it. I know at 10 would sure not.
I like that
But,
we colloquially agree that it should be called the Doom Box.
I mean, what else are we gonna call it? The box of doom, the doom
box
from
of-
which the box
The
gives.
box where you sing along with it, it summons creatures of various sorts. And they got bullywugs here? That's interesting.
Well,
Zarabi
go ahead.
goes up and is like, all right, well, I'm going to finish up my beauty rest because we have to move as soon as the sun's up. And yeah, so y'all have fun at your campfire.
Yeah.
And she goes,
Man, I'm just happy, despite the fact that it's still so colorful at nighttime, I can still sleep through this. We have so much lighting and signage back where I come from, so it's crazy.
Kind of
You
reminds
guys
me of
are able to sleep
Undertown.
well. Oh.
Well, it's not. It's like light that's kind of like bioluminescent, and then mages have figured out a way to have some. It's different from elsewhere. It's like very special and localized. We don't have a whole lot of color. I mean, unless we're talking about the colored cliffs, but sorry. I guess I'm a little homesick. I should stop talking about home.
Yeah, well, you gotta go back at some point. It's interesting to hear what other cultures are like. That's actually one of the main reasons I became a host back at my old job.
You liked hearing people's stories?
Oh, absolutely. Because I would be able to take some of those stories back home to my sister and tell her all about them. The
Not
occasional
to offend, is your
break on
sister
the side was nice.
not to offend, is your sister a robot too?
I am going to need you to be very clear to me what you mean by that.
Well, you said you're a robot.
No.
So is your sister a robot?
Okay, so I guess we have alternative definitions of the word robot. Robot in some parlances means slave. My sister is not a robot in that sense, but she is. I guess I could say there's a part of her with me.
I meant like robot, like someone created you with magic or mechanical means.
Oh, I see. Okay, Zed, I'm pretty sure you've heard this talk before, but generally, children are spawned when a male and a female counterpart get together.
The birds and the bees.
Alright,
I've got
so
They
No, it's
all right.
they're
this is a
augmented.
fade to black moment. Or what?
Okay, so this is a wonderful moment for me to do this. All right, so as he's explaining the birds and the bees to Zen, with Zeffer immediately being like, "That's not what we meant." We pick up the next morning. You guys have you're well rested. You're back in the cart. You're on the road. A couple day and some pass. You guys make camp. You are coming up onto City of Luz. You can already kind of see the peaks of the towers. When you hear the driver kind of huff.
Does he die?
No, he's just kind of like
Okay.
like kind of huff like, Haven't been back here in a while.
Do you like this place?
I did. Then my ex-wife took the house.
Oh, that'll do it.
At least I get to see my kids.
Do you want us to steal it back for you?
How many wives have you had, sir?
Me? Oh well, we don't want to talk about that too often.
At that point, do you
God
start
damn it, this better not be fucking
him or
William.
you?
How many people are divorced in this world? Man, we had to go through extra strength, like enchantment sort of stuff in order to make sure people didn't gain attachments back in my old job.
Well,
Like, a returning patron was nice and all, but...
can't really call it divorced, I guess. Well, see, technically, it's just, you can only be married to
they
one
dead?
person.
Wait, like forever?
Well, at a time. That makes sense.
That's how some cultures view it, yes.
So technically, you know, I have a wife, but she's in Lavender City, which is how, all of this pays for her to live in a lovely little duplex. But like,
I think he's trying to throw us off the scent of his many affairs.
But then, I met Joanne. Two beautiful children later. I don't know what she can't understand. So I have a wife in another city. It's not a big deal.
Okay, so
you have
are they
hoes
aware
in
of each
other
other and
areas,
they're
though.
cool with it?
Oh no, Joanne found out.
And she's not
That's
happy.
probably what caused the divorce, then, right?
Oh, yeah.
So here's the deal. I am polyamorous, so how that works is you can be married to multiple people, but they all have to be aware of each other, and you all have to be cool with it.
No, yeah, I got a
Communication
cousin
is
like that.
important.
I got a cousin that does.
I don't
just
think his
that.
first wife is cool with it.
Because here's the thing. There's nothing morally wrong with being in love with more than one person. There is something morally wrong with lying to them about the other.
Did
So-
did Joanne know about number one?
I don't think
I mean,
so. Not until recently.
Yeah, she found out a couple months ago.
Well, see, that's where the divorce happened.
I pour it in my beer. You're gonna need this.
He takes
Make
the
better
beer.
decisions.
It's like, I even changed my name for her.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
Is that a thing here?
I mean, yeah, you can change your name. It's just a legal document. You go, fill it out, request, pay your.
No, I mean, like, is it part of the marriage process here?
No. See, my first wife, she knows my real name, and so with Joanne, I had to change my name.
Oh,
that
so your
the
real
le-
name's not Jack.
No, that's just my name. When he pulls
What-
out his certificate, that's the name I have for the driving thing, which is how.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if we're being honest here, what is your real name? Persuasion.
Advantage.
That's a 26. A 33.
Oh, William.
William or William?
William. With the accent, William. I had to lose the accent because I was getting too easily recognized.
You're from out of kingdom. Don't worry, we won't tell anyone. I honestly, that it's just
Oh no,
interesting. to
born
see
and bred.
people-
Born and bred in the city of Luce.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, therapy is a wonderful tool, and if maybe you can work things out, you can have your cake and eat it too. You just got to be open with your communication, you know? Apologize for the deception, but tell her the wonderful qualities about herself and the wonderful qualities about the other person, and maybe they can be friends too.
Well, I mean, that's not a bad idea. I could introduce her to Margaret. Maybe they'll get along.
Wait,
And
who's Margaret?
and the kids
Is
should
Margaret
know.
one?
Yeah, if you have kids with both, the kids should definitely know if they have siblings out there. Trust me, that can be awkward.
Yeah.
Is Margaret
you don't
number
wanna play
one or is
favorites that
Margaret
way.
number like 3?
Oh, Margaret's new. I'm gonna be staying at her house when we get to the city.
William, Jack, look, I need to be honest with you. you get like 3 strikes in life, and I think you're already on like 5. It's called a ticking time bomb you're on. You need to rethink your life.
Would jail count as a strike? Because I was in jail for a bit.
I don't think it
The
counts.
jail's a different story.
Yeah, jail's a
talking
different
about
story. We've all been to jail.
My sister's in jail.
Okay. Then
Zephyr
I think it
just
counts as a
quietly
strike.
puts a hand on Zach's shoulder when you say that. Just quietly pets.
I miss my sister Zeffer.
I miss my wife.
As you guys are having this conversation with William, he goes on to explain that the multiple different barmaids that he has crushes on, the amount of times he's had to like lie to his first wife, and how he doesn't understand.
Oh,
I
God.
bought you a nice necklace. You think she'd get over it by now?
Well, here's the other thing. Do you allow them to also have their own love interests?
Why would I do that?
Because if you're allowed to fuck around, they should be allowed to fuck around too. You're supposed to be in an equal partnership. I have 2 girlfriends. Those girlfriends date other people,
You have 2
and we all have
girlfriends.
fun.
You have 2 girlfriends.
Yeah,
also,
back home.
Also, William, when was the last time you gone to like a checkup at the doctor?
Oh,
Oh
I
my
don't.
God,
I don't
are
go to the.
STDs
I don't
a
go to the
thing here?
clinics here.
Because they might know who you are, or you're afraid of telling them what like
Look, I
bodily
pissed- look,
functions and what
I
hurts
ma-
when you go to the bathroom.
I'm gonna tell you guys because you gave me beer. Look, I may or may not, allegedly, have hit on that Anna lady.
As someone who is immune to ASTIs, this is very concerning to hear.
This guy's a ticking time in tiefling.
So wait.
Ticking
Hang
time
on.
bomb.
That was useful. You flirted with Anna? Is that Fairy Anna or Lady Anna or?
Yeah, the fairy, the scary one. I had a couple too much to drink. It was on a dare. No one
Was
ever
she
approaches her.
receptive?
William, from the sounds
No.
of it, you don't need a dare to
Hmm.
go up and talk to a lady.
This is true.
I think if it has a pulse, you'll go talk to it.
She was not happy at all. She's got a good right hook. I'll give you that. All I did was say that she was running around my mind all day. Just hence the clothing.
You almost had it. It was kind of cute at first, and then the sand clothing thing kind of pushed it over the edge. Let me tell you something. As someone who flirts with a lot of people, less is more. Okay? The running around the mind thing, that was cute. Used, but cute and kind of friendly and kind of low stakes. The second you bring nudity into it, the stakes go a little too high. So just advice one to the other, less is more. And women don't necessarily want to hear that they're beautiful. You want to notice qualities about them that are good qualities about them. Are they kind? Are they talented? Are they helpful? Those are the things you should go after. I don't know why I'm giving you tips. You have so many wives already. You know what you're doing. But
Honestly, yeah, start with the close ones and then figure your way out from there.
yeah, I work with Margaret, work with Joanne, or whoever else you got on the sidelines. As long as they're all aware of each other and they can also go pursue their own things, then that should be functional and you'll be a lot happier.
Okay. But keep an eye out for that Fariana. I've seen others hit on
Yay.
her, and it's the same thing. I just thought I'd get lucky because, it's me.
So she's at the bars often?
Oh, yeah. Lately, I heard that she's because she was over by, the town that we just passed by, Camp Town. She was there a couple weeks ago. That's where I ran into her.
Do you think she'll be in town for that big old fashion event that's going on?
Well, I don't know about that. But if there's an event happening, most likely the 3 buzzards will be around the queen.
Do people like them? You seem to be talking kind of like on the ground level. Do the people of the town, do they like how things are set up, or
Like in City of Luz?
anywhere?
Well, anywhere. The only complaint I ever hear is from the nobles. For the common folk, everyone is more than happy because a lot of them have free housing and they have like food subsidies. They get to go and they get food delivered to them, especially the lower income families. You can work if you want to. You don't have to work. You follow your passion. It's all that. The queen wants everyone to be happy dory. But the nobles, they're consistently bitching because now they can't get people to work for them. Because why work when you just have to farm your own little piece of land, have your own tiny little side business, and you can live a comfortable life. The queen allows that. And so the nobles are bitching and hawing.
Maybe the nobles should try being not noble anymore if it's that easy.
You'd think they'd listen.
Yeah, like if it's that easy and you can get food and you don't necessarily have to work, you just work for the pleasure of it. That sounds like a good setup.
Yeah.
So I think the nobles need to get over themselves.
From what I hear,
William.
Yeah.
So like before the queen took over, like how did was everybody happy or was everybody at odds until she?
So it's been like a millennia, but from what I hear, a lot of the really comfortable living thing, that's in the last like 200 years. Before that, it was a lot of fighting and messing with because the nobles would not give up territory properly. It was fighting with the land magic. I don't know. It's been tumultuous. I've only been around for about 75 years, and in my 75 years, all I've really seen is that the creatures, old creatures that are like 2,000 years old that are all hanging out somewhere, not here, say the same thing. Under the Tavals, magic was hoarded and people suffered. That's all they really say. They won't really go into detail. So a lot of us think it's propaganda.
So like if the nobles had their way, who would they put on the throne?
That's a tough question.
Probably themselves, if you ask each one, in my experience. They'd want themselves on the throne, which means if the queen was dethroned, the only thing that would happen is a great war between all the noble houses to see who goes on the top. I think I read a book series like that. It's called Game of the Scepter or something. Well, I didn't read it. My girlfriend Phony read it and I just listened.
There's something similar to that, but they never finished it, so we don't know technically how it ended.
I'll tell you how this will end with the Tavals taking over. It ain't gonna be the nobles. It's gonna be those crazy motherfuckers over there in Onyx. They've been trying to get over here for years. They almost did. Taval touched ground a few months ago at what the fuck was it? The stupid party I wasn't invited to. My brothers were. I wasn't invited to. Fucking Taval touched land. First time a Taval touches land in about 600 years, I heard. That's already concerning.
Well, I mean, from what I heard, he got sent packing pretty quickly.
Now, William, this is a wild, crazy conspiracy theory. Do you think some of the nobles may be working with them to get them to come over to overthrow the queen so they can take over?
Allegedly?
I know it's a conspiracy theory.
Allegedly? I believe they would. I believe some of them do. But no one listens to me. So,
you know, there's another story, and it was about a guy named Shepard, and nobody ever listened to that guy either. Always doubting him.
Please don't make me for character. Still mad at that game right now. Okay.
It's LA Retro, right?
Syon, you've been very quiet. Is there anything that you would like to add to this before we move us on to...
No, I'll just be like, see, told you, it's kind of the same rumor I heard about the dance.
I have a concern with something, but it doesn't really have any holdings. I'm just saying, it's like, this world's probably not that great for nihilists.
Forced optimism, that could be kind of bad.
Especially if you like to hit rock bottom every 2 weeks, man. All I'm saying, I should be allowed to go on my benders.
I am a big believer in free will. If you want to self-destruct, that is on you.
They have 1,000 ways. You walk through the bar door, suddenly you're better. You're still drunk, but you can walk home. I hate that shit.
I have a question, actually. This is both to you and Syon. There's magic that brings people in from off-world.
Yeah.
Is there magic to allow people to leave?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
so how many locals pick up and leave?
Locals?
It's probably a lot.
Locals
Yeah.
that leave? Not that often.
Yeah.
A lot of the off-worlders come and go. Some stay for a while, then leave. Some don't ever come back, from what I hear. But locals, I don't hear about a lot of them leaving. At least not
Are they?
from the central cities that I've been at.
Are you
It's probably covered up
able
then,
to leave?
or just not touched on.
Are you able to? I mean, there's no rule against it. You can, if you.
But like, have you ever met anybody that's from here that has left?
Yeah.
And
if they
also,
did leave,
I met a
did they
giant blue
come
lady
back?
once. I met a tall blue lady once. Her and her other friends tried to help me with this barmaid. But then the
oh my
Goliath.
god, it's the same guy.
But then the Goliath. Look, I said I would marry her because I was trying to get in there. But then she didn't have to bring her dad into it.
So that
So,
lady was from here, left, and came back and did all this.
Yeah, from what I hear, she's been back a couple times. You don't hear, like, I don't know, she's one of the blonde one with the staff and the purple dress. Apparently loves her.
This,
Amelie.
this world concerns me.
Baba.
well,
Doesn't make me want to get out of here.
well, if you are local, do you know where a good place where we can get like some good clothes would be?
Probably the main market.
One of main market.
Main market. Central City.
If you were gonna buy a
Loose
nice
market.
dress for Margaret, where would you go?
I'd go talk to Vivian. She knows all the good designers here. She runs a music shop
Vivian.
she runs a music shop in town. She used to run in Lavender City, but I think she moved one over.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll go find. I totally blanked on that name. Sorry, I was thinking about the Poor Souls.
Vivian.
Vivian.
Now, when we
Yes.
talk to her, are you William or are you Jack?
I'm no one. You did not see me.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. And he looks at Zach and Syon. I wouldn't try hitting on her. I tried. She kind of swings the other way.
Okay.
You guys.
I look over at Syon like, was that a plan for you, or?
I don't know who he's talking about.
I haven't even met this person.
The off-world sounded familiar. Yeah, I'll just use my calligraphy supplies and draw like a rough sketch of, Baba's when I remember her. Because is this who you're talking about? She was one of the adventurers that helped us clear out the school grounds that somebody mentioned was opening. I was there for that class, and she also was the one that brewed the potion I gave to Zeffer.
Which, by the way, Zendryil, if you're from Faerun, are you from Faerun or are you from
No.
Okay, then because Baba's from Faerun, so is Teddy. They're from classic D&D.
So
No.
you would show this to Vivian, like, yeah, her. Good advice. Terrible timing with the Goliath thing.
Right. Well, we should probably get going if we want to actually check out the fashions to get something ready for you folks before we
Alright.
get going.
So you guys arrive in town. He drops you guys off. He waves you goodbye. You see someone running towards his carriage.
With murderous intent or excitement, what's the vibe?
Kind of, you can't really tell the vibe until she is closer. You see William get off, put his arms out for a hug, and just get a square kick in the nuts.
Ooh.
Hi, are you Margaret?
Yes, are you Joanne?
No. I'm
None of us are Joanne.
None of us are Joanne. I am a relationship counselor. Would you like help?
No, I would
Can I
like
roll
to
a
kick him.
deception?
And she kicks him again. He's just on the floor.
We should leave. The
I'm
guards are going to
sorry.
get involved. We don't have time to get wrapped up in the paperwork.
All right, William, remember the tools I gave you, and if you survive this, use them, and I'll just walk away.
He thumbs it up as he gets another kick to the gut. Oh, gut, you got strong.
I'm glad he has a high con score. He's going to need it.
She has nice form, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, man. We barely have any sports ball players who can, like, get an arc just like that.
He was a nice guy, but I think he had that coming to him.
Yeah, probably. Oh well, that's behind us now. I'm just
Sucks to be
concerned with
him.
the fact that, like, yeah, there's likely a bunch of people who leave this place and they don't talk about it, because why would you want to pretend there's anything wrong in this place?
All right, now let's find this Vivienne and see if we can figure out a clothing situation for everyone. I think I can use my Falls Balls dress. Maybe I'll buy something to zhuzh it up with. Do you guys have anything you can use?
You just have a dress with you?
Yeah, and I'll
Wait,
pull it out of my bag, and actually, I still have the art for it, so I can drop that in chat.
Oh, well, I don't even know why I'm surprised. I literally am wearing what I wear every single day. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So we need an outfit for. I point at Syon and Zendryil.
Okay. As you guys are getting to this, leaving the areas, Zeffer is talking to you guys about her dress. You guys are looking at you guys arrive at what is City Central, because he did drop you guys off pretty close to the market. Let me add you guys to the map real fast, and then we are going to cut here. Zarabi is with you guys. The longest she's
Zara,
ever.
Did you bring any of your shift outfits, or do you need something new?
Well, I got a lot of money to burn, so I'm gonna look for something.
Right. Yes.
All right. Okay. So, as you guys are kind of walking through, Syon. Sorry. You notice, lady. You notice Amelie. And I don't have her token right now because I'm tired and I'm not going to add it. But she is there. She is actually standing. I'll put a random person. Let's put a guard. I need to make a token for her. She's just like kind of there. Name her.
This map is so big.
I know it's my.
You know, it's like I'm like, oh, there we are.
Yeah, we are. In case nobody else saw it. Oh God, my TP.
Yeah, I did zoom in.
All right, so let me zoom you guys in. Amelie will kind of just be like right there, and I will have her token next time. Syon, she would spot you first, and kind of like, oh, hi, so good to see you here.
I guess you know someone.
I would just walk up and say hello to her, like, "Hey, Emily. This is my current party, and I'll introduce everybody. Sorry, Zeffer. Zachimandias. Sorry, I can't pronounce that well. Zendryil.
Aladanimonopolos.
Yes, thank you. It's a mouthful.
Thank you.
But you haven't heard that one before. This is Emily. She was actually, well, she works under Fariana still, right? Because I know you helped us with the school stuff. Kind of sad what happened with your friend.
I hold Victor in my heart and in the sword he made for me. But yes, I do. I work under Fariana. Currently, I am on an errand for her right now. I have to find Vivienne for the last roundup of designers. What are you guys doing here? Because I'm picking up. I don't even get to do any of my usual cleric stuff. I have to go and do other errands because, of course, Lily is busy.
Just to clear up some stuff for the gala, is there anybody can go as long as they donate, or is it open to anybody? The fashion show.
Oh right, yes, yes, that's what I'm doing.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I also asked CSQ because funny thing where Bob, the off-road Baba was brought up because we ran into some Villian guy. I don't know, but they were asking about going back home and stuff like that. How does it work with the queen since you'd be more experienced? But for later, for right now, it's just like some of us need clothes. Like I have my ceremonial clothes with me. I used it at the festival recently. I don't know if you were able to go. Del Marie was there, but yeah, back to the fashion show. Is it just open public or there can?
Honestly, I did not even know that the festival was this past weekend. I have been swamped with all of this stuff. I lost 2 models, and I'm running around trying to see if the designers know anybody, and it's been a mess because Take a breath. I don't get upset. I rise above it. It's just very stressful.
If it'll help with your stress, I have some experience modeling.
She kind of walks around. You are very adorable, and we do want different sizes and definitely different races. We don't have a tiefling.
I am also a tiefling, but I do.
We do need males.
Represent, I guess, the male variety. So,
if you guys are willing, you would be saving
Yeah,
so much trouble.
absolutely.
possibly even better, you won't need material for me for the most part, unless you really need to like
no.
showcase your handiwork.
Yes, the whole point of this is we have these 5 designers who have been trying to get their designs out there, get their name out there for the bigger market, and the Queen really wants to support some of the local artists, so she's having them
Absolutely.
showcased. So it would have to be their
I'll
clothes.
wear-
I'm sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll wear whatever. Just on one condition: you get the whole party in for the festivities, and I will totally work for you for free.
We do need extra security. We've been having some issues.
Yeah, I know. I heard that like the last get together, there was a huge brawl or fight or.
It's. We hope we don't
Some
see
kind
any
of
more of
dance
that. but-
fighter.
Dance fighter? No, we had. Are you guys talking about the winter ball?
Yes.
Was that the last one?
The
I
last
just
big
looked
event, yes.
back at
The
Syon.
last big event that we threw was the winter ball, yes.
Oh,
There was some instance. These rumors are ridiculous. Yes, somebody opened a portal. A Taval showed up. We had a rogue there that was very quick on the mark and got rid of him. It wasn't as big a deal as everybody's making it out to be. And Lady Alina was never actually going to fight the queen, so it all turned out fine. There was
Wait, someone was gonna fight the queen?
Okay, quick notes for because I'm not even supposed to be talking about this anymore. But yes, there are sometimes instances where people can challenge the queen to a duel, and this was one of them.
Oh, that's good to know. Don't worry, I don't plan on challenging the queen.
I don't
The people
recommend
seem
it.
happy enough.
Yes, well, they don't work under her sometimes.
I have some other tyrants I need to kill.
Oh, your dance floor is full, huh?
Completely. I don't have
Let's
time
say
for
I went
anything.
from 1 to 6 or 7.
Well then, if she pulls out sheets of paper and she writes on it, this is the address. Show up. Oh God, what it would? Could you be there today at 7 p.m.? We're doing a couple of the walkthroughs before we do the dress rehearsal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Watch.
It is currently right now like midday, like 2-3 in the afternoon.
Cool. Yeah, we should be able to make it.
Oh wait, can I see that again? I've never seen that before.
Yeah, sure. And you look at it, and Zeffer, for your benefit, it translates into Infernal.
Wow, it just says the time.
Yeah,
That's so weird. We have to use the sun and shit.
Okay, yeah, this is a watch.
Yeah, no, that's neat.
It tells the time just in case. It does other things, but for now, I just use it for time. Since I don't really have great service here. Probably for the best.
Emily was like, okay, can I get, so it's Zeffer, and then she gets your name, she gets Zach's,
Yeah, Zeffer Fairwind.
Fairwind, and could you just write it for me right here?
Yeah, got it. And just, I whip out my emerald pen, it is a flurry, and it perfectly spells out my name. And like the ink actually like bleeds out and spells it into other languages as well.
Oh, that is a neat trick. Fun pen. Okay, if you two would like to help with
A
some
gift from a
security, that
patron.
would be a huge help. Just same time, 7 o'clock. You were saying?
Well, all right. I guess the models and security are going to be splitting up for this.
As far
Yes.
as I know, yes, the models will be in one room, security will be in another, getting their layout. They gotta get the schedule down on where everyone's gonna be.
Wait, but who's doing what?
I
Well,
see Zeffer and Zach would like to model, so I was asking if the other two would like to security guard.
I'm just gonna look
Okay.
back at Zarabi. Do you ever do security work?
I can. I can do security. She
Your
looks
dad's
at.
going to get really pissed if you model. You know this.
Can I model?
Don't.
I'm not going to stop
I
you.
only had 2 more spots.
But
you
you know,
know
if he
what?
finds out, he's going to try to kill us.
But who's gonna tell him? You guys snitching? What?
How
He's
about this?
very good at finding things out.
You can help the models get ready. That way you work around the clothes. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. That one. That one.
Yeah, she's going to need a pretty dress for her payment. Yeah.
That can be arranged. You guys are lifesavers. I gotta go find Vivian because I still have to finalize something with the child model designer.
Tell Vivian that William or Jack said hello.
Did you say William? Have you?
Yeah.
He's not allowed in town. He's banned for another 80 days.
Oh, he's right over there. Margaret found him.
And isn't
We're
that
not
a ride
associated with this
home?
man?
I just like
He
Xena.
just gave us a ride.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, the truth didn't come out until we actually got here. So honestly, the whole duplicitous sort of nature about this sort of transaction is all on him.
Oh, and he's using a fake name. That's probably how I got him.
And apparently it's not his only fake name, so if you're gonna do this, definitely check him for his other IDs.
We are just selling this poor schmuck out.
She pulls out a crystal.
Look, this is the consequences for all his actions.
I don't have time to serve time for someone else's fuck up, alright?
She pulls out a crystal. She's like, I'm still consoling his mother. And she calls for William's been spotted over by the loading docks.
But it wasn't us that told him, it was another concerned citizen.
15
Tell him Joanne. Tell him Joanne told you.
All right,
Margaret's
I
over
don't.
there kicking the shit out of him. 10 more guards show up and kick the shit out of him too.
The 10 guards would
Waiting
show up.
in line to kick him.
2 of them join in on the kicking, and then the 3 others stop and let's just take them.
No, bro, it's our turn.
Honestly, this character is always fun to bring up.
What has he done?
Hang on. I have the perfect gif for this.
As she does that, Lady Amelie bids you guys farewell, tells you that since if you guys are agreeing to work, you are comped rooms at
Thinking that one too.
Yeah.
You are comped rooms at a manor that is close to the castle. That's meant for everyone that's been coming in to work at this event. So she informs you you will be sharing rooms with the other models. You will be sharing a house with the other models. So, and because you guys are helping her out, she's putting everybody in the same house instead of separating you.
Oh man, we're gonna have to be stuck in a whole house with a lot of hot people. Oh, the nightmare.
Yeah, usually to get comp something like this, I have to sleep with someone.
Remember,
so this is nice.
these are all the children of nobility. You're getting stuck in a house with a bunch of rich, hot people.
Ah, brats.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies.
And I think that is a really good place to end this. Because we're exactly 3 hours, and if I take you to the house, you guys are gonna RP for another hour and a half with those models.
Yeah.
I have it's 15 girls. It's it's male and female. It's 15 that I have, and plus 5 children, but they're with their parents. So I have a list of people, and most of them are from the winter ball, which is why this keeps getting brought up, because I'm bringing some of them over.
Shit, is Lenore there?
Lenore?
My character from
that was Latanya. Latana.
Oh, Latana. Yeah, sorry. She's very similar to another character I have that has an L name.
I have her as having turned down being a model, but is attending. She's on my guest list. Everyone, including Ray, is on the guest list as well, and Zach's original, or I forgot how to say his name. You have such long names for your characters, and I love it, but I can't pronounce them all.
Are we
the
which
winter ball?
Are we talking about here?
The winter ball character.
Oh, the dance fighter. Let me find him.
Oh Lord.
The dance fighter.
So if you guys, so if at any point you guys want to play them for like a tiny 20-minute RP,
like a cameo,
you guys can do that. Lucian. Yes, again with the
awesome.
But you do have the best.
I think I deleted Latana's.
Zeffer steps. I just had an idea to be like it's like the Jets. They just go down the street, snap their fingers, and they kick the shit out of wrongdoers.
Right.
It's like West Side Story.
They're a gang of good guys, and they West Side Story the shit out of bad people.
Alrighty then. So yes, we are gonna cut it here with you guys having just been put on as models and security and help inside of help the models get ready type of person. You know they're gonna be staying at a house, which we will be picking up at next. Unless you guys want to start the market, because you guys are at the market, you can stay here and shop for the beginning of the other ones. I do have items for you guys to buy if you want items to buy, since I know you guys have a lot of money to burn, and I do have things for you to get.
We can split the party, have you guys stay and shop, and we'll go scout out the nobles.
Sounds good. All right, well, that's going to be it for us. We are here every Wednesday until Kinship comes back, I think, pretty much. Ken, if you're watching, Sabrina has things to do, just saying. Just putting it out there. I was this close to getting into Endymion's room. I would like to complete that task. Anyways. This fucking close.
Shenanigans.
Are you kidding? This close. Anyway. I am here. What's tomorrow? I do not know if I'm here in the morning because there may be something happening in the morning, but I'm not sure. So if not, I am here to finish up Fire Wonder. I'm also here on Friday. Hopefully we're here on Monday. I'm not sure. We weren't here on Monday this week, or not here, over there at Clockwork Nexus. So thank you guys. Bye.
Farewell!